Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Ref the District's play-by-play and commentary of the final game of the season. The Washington Commanders host the Dallas Cowboys, and we are excited for this game. I know a lot of people are just expecting the loss, which maybe we did pick Dallas in this. I think actually I picked Washington just because sometimes you got to be a homer. But realistically, Washington's probably going to lose this one. But the good news is, by the way, that everything so far has gone Washington's way.
Yes.
The Steelers beat the Ravens. The Saints beat the Falcons. So at worst, you also got the Packers over the Bears and the Raiders over the Broncos that could happen to help out. At worst, Washington's going to be picking top three. Even with the victory, because everything has just gone their way. New England did lose. If New England would have won, that would have made everything better. So maybe not everything, Stoner, has gone our way, because that one would have been the difference maker. And then maybe people would have been cheering on Washington in burgundy and gold. We are going to be cheering on Washington because I think the difference between 2 and 3, Stoner, is minimal.
I agree. Okay.
So why not beat Dallas?
Beat them. Ruin their life.
Now, Allison may not want to hear this from us, but we won our survivor poll. We tied our fates to the Washington Commanders' fate as well. We picked the Saints instead of Cincinnati. Early on, Stoner, a little worried about it.
A little scared.
A little scared. But Saints pulled it out. Now, the Jaguars lost, and that knocked out one person. There are 2 other people alive in the survivor pick, Stoner. And like I said, Allison doesn't want to hear this, but those people picked Philadelphia. So we are cheering on the Giants today.
Yes,
so
big time.
Hopefully they can absolutely knock off the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington gets this victory. It would be money, literally money.
We're in the money anyway.
Yes.
It's just whether or not we're going to split it with some folk. We went 18-0 in our survivor picks. We picked right. Listen, I've been trying to tell you, Nathan, for how long have I been trying to tell you? Don't think that you're smarter than the computer. We went almost every time with the team that had the highest win probability based on the ESPN index.
Sure.
And that's who would win every week. Yep. And that's just a good formula to go by. Don't think you're smarter than a computer. And that's what I got to say.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it worked out. I can't lie. It worked out. Didn't work out for your fantasy team. In fact, you got 2 losses against me following that. But hey, it doesn't matter. We appreciate everybody jumping in here. See notes as well. You will see a wonderful thing up here. This is going to be a little bit more adult oriented today. We'll keep the swear words to a minimum. Normally, because I'm a true broadcaster. I hot mic. It's going to be, I mean, this might have some loose lips, but for every $5 donation, one of us is going to be taking a shot or a drink, as I don't have shots available. And then for every touchdown, we're both taking a drink. All right. So how many shots do you think we're going to take today just based off of the touchdowns? Let us know in there. Mark in here as well. Brian, because fans always want their team to win. Absolutely.
Can't drop to 7. As Troy is putting up here. Can't drop to 7. Tennessee already won. So that's already one team that has moved up. So can you drop to 6? Quite possibly. Well, those strength of schedules of those teams that if you tie with the same record with 5 wins, you're probably going to have an easier strength of schedule with all of those teams as well. So they could win and stay at 2, believe it or not.
Yeah. Looking at Tankathon right now.
Well, yeah. No. They could drop to 3 if they
losing.
No, if they win.
Oh, if they win,
they could go to 3.
Yeah. Looking at it right now, if Arizona were to lose and Washington were to win, it looks like we could go to 4.
Right. You could go to 4. Right.
Strength of schedule means we're going to be behind, already above, depending on the way you look at it, the Giants, the Chargers, and are the other 5 and 11 teams there.
Right.
So if the Giants upset Philadelphia, that's obviously in our favor. And I don't remember who the Chargers are playing. Maybe someone could remind us. But Washington's looking like, even with the victory, they'd be picking, within the top. They're obviously top 5, but they're going to be picking high. So come on, get with it.
The Giants' strength of
Washington
schedule
team.
The Giants' strength of schedule is worse than, or is weaker than ours. True, but they're playing Philadelphia this week. So, and I know that's probably already been figured in, but don't try and figure all of that out in terms of where you're going to drop and possibly just go out and try to win the game.
Just win the game.
Figure it out.
It is Ron Rivera's birthday, and we would be remiss if we didn't wish him a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Ron Rivera. It's his 62nd. He's been with Washington for 4 years, and his parting birthday gift will be probably to give Washington a 2nd overall pick, as Washington big-time underdogs here today against the Dallas Cowboys, hosting them. Game's going to start at 4:25 Eastern. Cowboys are almost an 85% chance for victory here, and the line is set at -13. And of course, playoffs on the rise. You got college basketball, you got NHL action, NBA action. All of that is right there at BetOnline. You can head over there and get all the latest wagering news. They have a mobile app available for you as well, so it's right at your fingertips. And if you use the code BELIEVE, BLEAV, you're going to get a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. So make sure you do that, because BetOnline, where the game starts. Of course, we encourage you to bet responsibly. And if you are partaking in the Ref the District fun adult time show, please drink responsibly as well. We might not be so responsible today, Stoner. Stoner's got his Malibu.
I do. I got my Malibu. I can't go as hard as I used to.
I'm expecting like 3 or 4 shots based off
really?
Of touchdowns. We're going to score, man. We're going to score. We're going to score big. Maybe this is just the type of game that you see, like you expect it to be a blowout or you expect to be low scoring, and then they just come out and they start scoring. I mean, no one thought Cincinnati was going to be putting up 31 on Cleveland.
Yeah.
No one expected, was it 41 was what the Saints ended up putting on the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
It might happen. You never know.
You never know. You play the games and then you figure it out at the end.
Now, Washington going to be without several players today. Vets that were kind of expected to sit, because you're not going to risk these guys to injury, although one of them is a free agent. Cam Curl sitting out today. Jonathan Allen is out. He's been kind of dealing with injuries all the time. Jacoby Brissett, emergency third QB for the day. Andrew Wiley, he's been sitting out for the last couple of games. And Casey Toohill, that one was a little bit of a surprise. He is out. He is a free agent. He's inactive for this game. The two ones that probably surprised me the most, though, Stoner, Andre Jones Jr. and Cole Turner. I don't remember from this week. Did Jones have some sort of injury that I wasn't tracking?
No, he was in practice all week. So
he was?
And yeah, he practiced all week. He was not on the injury report at all this week. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe something came up. Maybe it's just a numbers thing that they wanted to get a different guy in there to see what they got.
They didn't want to see their 7th round pick. He's been flashing. To be fair, he's been playing a lot of special teams plays.
Yeah.
And the first, before I get to the other one here, and I'm going to see if I can't reach it. I got a different setup today. Nope. There we go. Angela with our first one. We're going to give this one to the old man first.
All right.
Age before beauty. Happy New Year, all. I've got Crown Black and Coke ready to go. Not taking shots, but vigorously sipping. Angela, I am with you on there. I might be in moderation today, so had a procedure on Friday, but here today I was listed as questionable. Maybe I didn't show up on there. Let's see the shot here for Angela. Right. Thank you for the donation. And our first shot goes to Stoner from Angela. Let's see it.
Thank you for that donation, Angela. And also this is for you, Yam, as well, with my Michigan State shot glass, the Hoosier that Yam is there. Here we go. Down the hatch. Oh, wait. Had to hit the
Yep.
ground once.
Gotta go. There's our first one there. And so I was listed as questionable on the report. You can tell he's already in there. P-Dub already a few beers down. My wife suggested beer, and I was just like, I don't know that I can be doing all that beer. So I went with the a strange choice. My first time doing this, vodka and cherry Pepsi. And it's actually not too bad. I had a couple sips already there. All right, last inactive that I want to talk about, Stoner, because this one, I've long been frustrated with this individual. We were so excited about this individual at the start of training camp last season.
Yeah.
And I'm out, Stoner. I'm out. And so is Cole Turner for today's game.
Shocking. It's shocking. We witnessed him in person in training camp last year, not this past season, but last year. And he stood out. He was dominating camp that year. He ended up getting hurt towards the end of camp, and that kind of slowed him down for the rest of the season. But he was popping in this year's training camp as well. And then I don't know, it just never happened. He was inactive for most games. He didn't get his number called for most games when he was playing. I don't know. I don't get it. He's tall. He's athletic. He has good hands. I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't grasp the enemy's offense. I have no idea. But he didn't play much in Scott Turner's offense last year, didn't play much in the enemy's offense this year. So I would have to say I would be leaning towards the player in that situation where you have two different offensive coaches who both didn't utilize you. There's got to be something going on with the player.
One of the things we knew about Cole Turner coming in from Nevada was he was a pass catching tight end, right? He's not a blocking tight end. He's supposed to be a pass catching tight end.
Right.
The other thing we knew about him was that he was a contested catcher. And that usually in college football, that is not a great thing, actually. If you actually look at the draft rates of the people who were the highest contested catchers and their success in the NFL tend to be not great. Now, there are outliers. There are ones who are just also good route runners. The QB plays into a factor there. But more often than not, when you have somebody who people tout as a contested catcher, it usually means that they can't get separation.
That's true.
And that is Cole Turner's problem, is he can't get separation like he did see in Nevada and college. And so I think that's a large part of it, is he was supposed to be a pass catching tight end, and he's just not finding the space, and he's not quick enough to really, the route running's not there. If you actually look a lot at his tape from college, and I know that's more than a couple years ago now, is he is a straight runner. You're not having him do a lot. What tight end routes should be is like outs and ins. And I mean, you have the seam route. That's a go-to for the tight end, but you got to mix it up. And that's all he can do though, is that go route, that seam route. And I think that's been a big problem why he's not making the roster. He's being, he's competing with like players like Rodgers, who was out with an injury, with Curtis Hodges, who was inactive. So he's at least beating him. But I mean, he's in a true competitive battle with these guys who were undrafted. And not that Cole Turner was drafted highly. It was a 5th round pick.
Right.
But tight end remains a need for Washington, and maybe they'll look that way. I know a lot of people before Washington jumped up the draft board were looking at the Bowers pick. I don't know if I want a tight end in the top 10, but a lot of people were looking that way. And C Note's looking to give us a little bit of love here, so I'll get that. That's $10, Stoner. You're on your second one already. C Notes, we appreciate you as well. And next season, 17-0 until we find out otherwise. Absolutely. I'm saying, here's my first one. So here's the thing, right? We just saw today, Stoner. Houston with a rookie head coach. With almost zero experience. DeMarco Ryans should be coach of the year, in my opinion. With a rookie quarterback in CJ Stroud. Make the playoffs.
Don't forget also with that rookie QB who Where did he come from, Nathan? Where did he play college ball, Nathan?
Ohio State.
Where everybody said Ohio State quarterbacks can't play in the NFL, which is what people are trying to do with Caleb Williams and USC now. They're all trying to say USC quarterbacks can't make it in the NFL. It doesn't matter what school you go to. It doesn't matter what coach you coached with in college. What matters is whether or not you're a good quarterback. And CJ Stroud, forget about all that stuff that was going on with Ohio State. He's the real deal. He's going to be Rookie of the Year. And look at the weapons he did it with. Who was his running back in Houston? Any idea? Any idea?
It was the guy everyone loved as a rookie last year, wasn't it?
Well, it was the kid from Florida, but he's always hurt. And then Devin McIntyre was the guy who, or Devin Singletary, not McIntyre.
There we go.
Devin
I was like McIntyre. I don't...
Yeah. So Devin Singletary. Then who are their receivers? When it got to this late in the season, their top two receivers are hurt in Tank Dell and I already forgot who the other guy was. Look, I'm already 2 shots in. But the point is, you don't need, number one, you don't need 5 years to turn it around. And number two, you don't worry about what school your quarterback came from. If you get the right coach and you get the right quarterback, then things will turn around just like that in one season. They were 2-14 last year. Houston was 2-14, and now they're in the playoffs. They won their division this year with 10 wins.
Yeah.
9 wins, 10 wins.
9 wins. It was 9 wins.
So
it's not a great season, right? And we're not trying to say it's a great season, but you got playoffs your first year there with 2, rookie head coach, a rookie quarterback. You got Philadelphia, who kind of did a very similar thing in 2 years they were there. You have teams that are able to turn it around. There was one here from Gus Bus talking about Jacksonville. Jacksonville was able to turn it around. Bad year with first year with that generational QB, turn around the second year, and now they flamed out. So it's maddening how the NFL works. There's a lot of parity in it. There's not a lot of things that make sense. But what we know is it doesn't take 5 years. It does not take 5 years to rebuild. Washington very much could be in contention next year. This year, they're in contention for a top 3 pick. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how this goes as well. You guys keep the drinks coming, and I will probably be slurring during the play-by-play, but we will keep it up. I want to give a shout out here from Locked On Law here to EP, who's been doing a great job taking care of me. You're absolutely right. There's nothing questionable about me as long as I have that woman by my side. She's amazing. She goes through there. Yep, that's a good one. We'll do that.
I don't know what that was. Did I do something?
Or me?
No, I didn't do anything.
We're gonna do this one.
Yeah, there you go.
We're already messing up here this early on. Going to be a lot of fun today, regardless of what happens on the field. Though we are cheering on Washington. I know that's going to frustrate a few fans here. So we hope that you will be with us. And Liliana.
I think we screwed up, Nathan.
Liliana here getting us again. Y'all have been fantastic. Cheers to the last game. Cheers to you, Liliana. And thanks for the super chat. We're going to be slurring before the game starts at this point, Stoner. So cheers to Liliana and everybody here joining us in the chat.
Also to Yam, go Spartans.
So throwing a little dig there. No, it's been a fun season, and we've got some really good things planned for the off season, and this is never going to go away. The play-by-play and commentary is always going to happen here on Ref the District.
Yes,
if you have content that you would like to see, make sure you let us know some way, somehow, because we enjoy making the content, and we're gonna dial back a little bit. We went heavy this season. Off season, we'll have 3 videos out a week. So there'll be I think a Sunday, Wednesday live, and the Thursday is what we have planned.
Absolutely. And if anything pops up, if anything big happens, a big free agent signing, a coaching hire, a a big trade, something like that, we will have an instant reaction. We won't wait until we're planning on putting out content on Thursday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
So look for that as well.
We've got it planned here. Gus, in hindsight, we probably should have put that one a little bit higher. But I tell you what, we enjoy it, and I think it's going to make for a lot more fun content with it sitting at $5. Now we are alternating, so I think that's going to help. But as the $10 come in here, we gotta go here.
We both got to do it.
Angela, with the Redskins Commanders history, I thought a lot about this, and that one might be something we put in some NFL shorts and try to see what we can do with that, because we do want to try to create some more short content. That one's going to be a little bit different.
We did a lot of that last off season with some history. We did like top 5, or maybe it was top 3. Now I can't even remember again. Top 3 or top 5 running backs in Redskins history, receivers, quarterbacks, all that. That was kind of fun too. But one thing you can count on for sure, 100%, is that the content will continue at a rapid rate. It may not be every single day like it was for the last 6 months, but it'll be multiple times per week.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to keep you covered on everything Commanders. JG, we don't have that ready. That might be something we'll have to be ready, especially because P&W in the house with another $10 donation. So we appreciate you, P&W.
All right,
one of the long time ones for a while, for us here on Ref the District.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, let me pour it. I'm going to be a little more careful about my pour now.
Yeah, you're going to run out of that. I hope you have a backup.
I've got whiskey backup, and that would not be a good plan there.
Yeah, you'll definitely need that puke bucket.
Gus, appreciate you, brother.
Gus Bus, I'll be very upset if our new GM is not in place by your Wednesday PM live stream.
Yeah.
It could happen. So just about on that, because the game's not starting yet. And so I happen to have from Mark Maskey here, the NFL sent out a memo this last Friday outlining, when people can get interviewed and all that kind of stuff. Head coach, football executives. Teams with a vacancy in the primary football executive may begin to request interviews with non-primary football executives from other teams starting Monday.
Yep.
Okay. So Josh Harris, the ownership group, can clear house on Monday and immediately be like, hey, we want to interview this primary football executives. And then head coaching vacancies can also begin with Monday.
Yep.
And then that's virtual through the January 21 conclusion of the divisional round. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. We're going to break it down. We're going to give you who comes there and does what. Mark asking if we're going to be doing some draft prospect profiling videos. Absolutely. So we do have one series that we want to get out first, and then we're going to start doing the draft profiles. That's going to give us more time to get the content ready, so that way it makes it enjoyable for you. So it's not just a discussion, but it's actual visuals on what we've seen, because we think that's going to bring you some good information, especially Daniels, who's shooting up the draft charts. And if he has a good pro day and a good combine, he might be the next RG3. Absolutely. Anthony with Harris got a birthday gift for Ron Rivera. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to get the pink slip this evening?
No.
Or is it going to be tomorrow? I think if the announcement comes tomorrow, I do think the pink slip. Yeah, he knows. The conversation is going to be this evening, and then they're going to announce it tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. So he will have a good gift there for Ron Rivera on his 62nd birthday. So we do have one. This one's on me, Stoner.
Yep.
So you get a little break here from VUC or VU Cat 89. This is the first time in 25 years I couldn't bring myself to pay for a Sunday ticket. Thanks for giving me a way to watch with other fans. Cheers. That's why we love this. That's why we love this.
We like hanging out with fans of the team and just to be able to watch the game together and talk about it and commiserate and scream and yell and have a good time when they're winning, and then, throw things when they're losing.
Yeah. it's so much more fun to sit there. So this kind of today is going to be more of a bar atmosphere with the drinking coming on here on this show, but it's going to be normally, maybe we do have a drink, but it's supposed to just be like watching the game with your friends. NCR, what is a non-primary? Yeah, it's an assistant GM. It's somebody who's maybe down the coaching staff. It's not their lead GM or somebody, how Bieniemy is listed as the assistant head coach. So you wouldn't be able to get him because he's an assistant head coach. So he holds that head coach title. And so I don't think you'd be able to get him. So you'd be able to get an assistant GM, but you're not going to be able to get like the GM in there. So it's a little wonky, and we're going to go into detail, especially if we don't have hires already by the time there. And unfortunately for Washington, a lot of the targets that they were looking at are in the playoffs. The offensive coordinators, even the defensive coordinators, all in the playoffs. So it could be a while before we see a head coach, as Washington is going to start with the ball. 45-degree temps there at Landover, and the stadium, despite being sold out, still has some empty seats abound. And I will say this,
it's sold out.
They did say it's sold out as the ball goes off the tee there. You're
way ahead of me.
All right.
Fell off the tee. Sorry.
Yeah, fell off the tee.
Gotcha.
You see the sea of blue behind the Dallas side. I will say the rest of it does look a little bit more burgundy.
Sure.
And so I like that. I like that. And Dallas is normally a game where you see a lot more blue all the way across. There's a lot of Dallas fans in the thing here. So Dallas is going to have somebody hold this, as Tommy with a wow. Had a great time with you guys all year. Thank you. And thank you to you, Tommy. And that is on Stoner this time. He is going to have to go to the whiskey the rate this is going.
By the way, the play clock is already running down for Washington on their first possession. That's how far ahead of you I am.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm on Hulu
Tommy,
Live Sports.
Appreciate you, Tommy.
I am watching it live here. So we'll see how that goes. So kickoff is about to go underway here as Dallas is holding the ball after it fell off the tee a couple times, and the kick is away.
Washington already ran their first play, so I'm going to hit pause.
All right. Yeah, you definitely have to pause. And that one goes out of the end zone. Washington going to start from the 25-yard line for that one. You remember, Gus, how he teased me for being a lightweight? Yeah, that was some projection going on. All right, Nathan. One was.
Here's what we got to do. Call that first play when it happens.
Yep. 21 seconds here on the play clock. I know that doesn't technically help you, as Sam Howell starts from under center. He is going to take this one, fake the handoff, give it over to Curtis Samuel, who goes up the left-hand side, has room to run, and is going to get a Washington first down.
All right, Nathan, when you get to 13 seconds on the play clock for this next play, let me know.
All right.
That's where I've got it paused.
These are the kind of plays that I think is going to get Eric Bieniemy either another offensive coordinator job, or he might sneak up and get a head coaching job. We'll see how that goes here as we're at 15, 14, 13 seconds on the play clock. Under center again is Sam Howell, Brian Robinson, the running back behind him. We are going to see Brian Robinson take this one, get away from the first tackle, but Micah Parsons pulls him back for no gain. Brian Robinson, I think, is going to help Washington next year.
Yeah,
I absolutely think that you need a couple things for a rookie quarterback. Okay, one, you need a good offensive coordinator who's going to call a game that's going to help that. Not to say Bieniemy is a bad offensive coordinator. I just don't think that his system worked here.
Yeah.
You need safety valves. So you need a running back who can run the ball, a running back who can catch the ball, a tight end who's reliable, and then or receivers. As Brian Robinson takes this one up the middle, he's going to pull in something. Okay, he's just mad at himself. It looked like he almost got injured on the tackle there. Right? It is going to bring up third and short.
Third and short.
There's a lot of people missing on that line as Cornelius Lucas and Trent Scott both starting. Sadiq Charles going to finish out the season for Washington.
Yeah, that's a big position, is going to be left tackle, left guard, right tackle is going to be a big offseason priority.
Yeah. And center and everything else here. On 3rd and 1, it is shotgun, everybody's favorite. Logan Thomas under center pitches this one out to Sam Howell, who's going to throw the ball to a wide open. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Why? That was a beautiful play call.
Where's that been all year?
Logan Thomas in motion, gets under center. He looks like he's going to pitch it to or hand it off to Brian Robinson, pitches it over to Sam Howell, who then throws the ball to a wide open Terry McLaurin, and he botches it.
It was short.
It's
wide.
Gilmore able to get a hand on that one. If he just lifts that ball just a little bit more, that's 6. That'd be our first one.
What happened with the penalty here? It's 3rd and 4th. Oh, it's 4th and 1. Never mind.
Yeah, 4th and 1.
They're going for it.
As we got shotgun again, Washington going for it. It's going to be a pass out for a first down and then some with Brian Robinson. So a Washington first down.
This has been some really nice play calls here on this drive so far. A couple of times under center for Howell, an end around on the first play to Samuel. That little trick play on 3rd and 1 that should have been a touchdown. That nice little outplay for Brian Robinson on 4th and 1. Offense is cooking right now, Nathan.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing here. It was one bad throw by Sam Howell. Don't get me wrong, but the rest of this is looking really good. Some misdirection. Quick throw out to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin gets past that first touchdown, or first tackle, rather. Ooh, man, this vodka already taking a hit on me.
Yeah, he did a nice play for McLaurin on that. He does what he does very often, and he makes people miss on that first attempt, which would have been for no gain, but he got it out for 5 yards, brings up a very manageable 2nd and 5 from the 35 in Cowboys territory already.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 here. And it's Antonio Gibson to the left of Sam Howell in shotgun. Logan Thomas motioned out to the right-hand side. Sam is going to fake this one to Antonio Gibson, gets it over to him in the short distance, and Antonio Gibson unable to get around Gilmore, but it's going to be 3rd and short. I've seen a lot of that from Sam Howell, I think, over the last few weeks, where he is very quick to be like, okay, the deep stuff isn't there. Go for my outlet. And I think that is a good thing for him. Obviously, it's not really working in the offense, but I do like that to happen. We want Washington to win. We're wearing the burgundy and gold. We really, really want the win. Why wouldn't we? This would be so good to take away home field advantage for Dallas. Brian Robinson's going to take this one over to the right-hand side, and he's going to get pushed around. He's going to be short.
Yard.
Ron Rivera went for it early. You should go for it again.
Absolutely.
You've got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
You've got nothing to lose.
They're going for it. What I've noticed on this, Nathan, when Sam has been back to pass, he's had plenty of time. The pass rush has not been getting to him on this drive so far. But they've been doing some max protection and, sending out Terry McLaurin being the only one out there. So going forward on 4th and 1 again from the 31.
Empty backfield this time for Sam Howell. He's going to motion Robinson in. It does look like man coverage coming from Dallas. Brian Robinson goes out. Little quick pass out there.
Nice tackle, Cornelius Lucas.
Yes. Stopped, and Dallas will take this one. Yeah, Cornelius Lucas out there kind of getting lost in space. And Gus, not a big fan of that one here with that screenplay. It's not bad when your linemen do the thing that they're supposed to do, which is get in front of somebody. It's not so great when you don't do that. It is not so good. So I like the decision to go for it.
Yep.
On 4th down both times. I love the fact that Eric Bieniemy is on the sideline looking like he's having a lot of fun. Do you see him smiling as he's calling the play? He's like, all right, we're rolling. We're getting something good.
He knows he's gone, so why not have a good time?
Sean, last person you'd throw to, Brian Robinson. He's actually, I think, really improved over the season and shown us that he can catch the ball, which I think is important because he was only, it was very obvious when he was in, it was either a run play or a play action. Those are your options because you're not giving it to him. Now he can be in and they can motion him out. They can do all sorts of different things, and it's going to be there. C notes with the first one. Let's see if I have it there. Yeah, with our first run the ball. That's a little loud for me. I'm not sure how it sounds for everybody else.
It's kind of loud, not too bad.
Okay, I'm going to turn that one down a little bit.
Well, they ran it on.
You play to lose the game.
They ran the ball on 3rd and 1 and only got a yard to the right. And look, I don't particularly like the play call either, but that play should work for a 1 yard when you've got 3 receivers to the left and you've got a pulling tackle on the left side going out there. You should be able to get 1 yard out of that.
Yeah. No one called me out yet on the scoreboard, I don't think, but I had it as final already. So I did change that. We're in the first one here. EB can take over in Atlanta, should rename the team to Atlanta Shotguns. Then if EB shows up in Atlanta, I really feel bad for Bijan Robinson. The guy was already underused already, and you're gonna pull in a coach that is like a 65 to 35 pass to run ratio. I just don't know that would do that. I think they're gonna go somewhere else with that one. Atlanta not too far off either. If they get the right coach, I think they'll have some success there. And let's look at this screen pass again. And yeah, Cornelius Lucas just whiffs on that block.
If Cornelius Lucas is not there at all, then Robinson cuts that back up to the middle and he gets the first down. But he runs straight into Cornelius Lucas. Not a great play.
People as Dak Prescott's going to get this one out of the way. He does have a pocket closing around him, but he gets this one over for a first down. Emmanuel Forbes in coverage. That was Cooks with the reception. People get on Charles Leno a lot. That play right there is the difference between Charles Leno and Lucas. I mentioned that the talent gap is not that large between the two, but that is one of those plays where if that's Charles Leno, he's at least in front of his guy and gives Brian Robinson a chance. Here we go on another 1st and 10. It's going to be a run play. This is Pollard, it looks like, up the center of that line. Remember, Jonathan Allen not out there. Daron Payne is. So this is going to be where Daron Payne is supposed to look like the guy. A lot of people think that Daron Payne is the better of the 2 defensive tackles. I don't agree with that, but here we go. This is what we get to see. Of course, we'll see a lot of Ridgeway in here as well. Daron Payne there on the left-hand side of the defensive line. He is going to chase down Dak Prescott. Easily gets this one away to CeeDee Lamb. That was Terrell Burgess in coverage, who was at one point, Stoner, leading the way on the special teams player for the Pro Bowl. Not in there.
Yeah.
No Washington players was there. Yes, I think that I hate to say this, but I do think last year was a very special year for Daron Payne. I don't know that he's ever going to have that sack total. Dak Prescott making it look easy, gets it over there to CeeDee Lamb for about 8 yards. That time it was Benjamin St. Juice in coverage.
I would probably disagree a little bit on Daron Payne. I don't think that's probably peak Payne, but I don't think you should think that he can't get there again. Absolutely, He can get there. He is a special player.
He is. And I do think that he's going to have, for defensive tackle, reasonable sack totals, as unfortunately he whiffs on the tackle beyond the line of scrimmage, and Pollard is going to get in there.
That was Mathis.
Was it Mathis who whiffed on that?
Mathis. They whiffed on Mathis in the draft.
Oof.
As Mathis whiffed on the tackle in the back.
Yeah, I mentioned Ridgeway. We'll say Ridgeway is actually Mathis, who we should expect more from here. Actually, Ridgeway, wasn't he injured earlier in the season too?
Not a whole lot, maybe a little bit, but Mathis and Payne are in there now, along with
KJ Henry here on this right side line. Cooks barely catches this one, and we'll get forward for 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7 coming up. Miracle Whip doing a better job these last few days.
Yeah. Okay, that was James Smith-Williams. James Smith-Williams and Andre Jones Jr. look similar body style and everything. So
Yeah,
I thought maybe.
good. Much easier to see 55 versus the other numbers here. So there's a couple things in here I will talk about once we get to
blitz. Back off the
blitz. It's going to be Pollard. Ripped away by Hudson, but Pollard is going to bring this one into goal line territory. Where was that? Where did I see? Who was the one talking bad about? There we go. I got you, Tommy T, on the St. Juiced struggles there. But, oh, man, Pollard able to rip that one away from Khalid Hudson, who I've really liked these last few weeks that we've seen him. Dak Prescott under pressure throws this one up, and that's just way too easy against our number one pick, Emmanuel Forbes, not even looking back. And that is Tolbert with 6 points for the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, look
on the wrong one.
Look, Forbes, great coverage. He just
failed to look back as Dak Prescott, for all the grief he gets, puts that one right on the money for Tolbert.
He doesn't get grief from this guy right here. I've always been a Dak guy. I think he's, a top 10 quarterback.
I wouldn't go top 10. I do think Dallas fans are ridiculous for wanting to get rid of Dak Prescott. Yeah. Just silliness. As
they moved right down the field.
Extra point is good.
Just like every team has done this year against Washington. Dallas just moved right down the field without really any resistance. Did they have a third down on that drive? I don't even know if they had a third down.
I don't remember one. I can double check here on the play-by-play real quick, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see it. Let's see here. We had 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 1st and goal, and then the extra point. Yep. So never seeing a third down. That's actually one of the things about offenses that is something you don't actually want to be good on third down. Not that, I mean, you want to be good on third down, but you shouldn't be like super special on third down, but bad on 1st and 2nd down. You want to, the best way to have a successful offense is to never get to third down. If you're moving the ball, that is much better than being successful on third down. This is too early. Skinned them alive. Forbes, not a bust. He's not looking good.
Might end up being one.
Yeah, but it's too. There's a lot of players on this one that might look better under different coaching. St. Juice, one of them. We have seen him struggle, not all the time, Tommy, but sometimes. And Washington may need to draft more. We just drafted 2 cornerbacks. Like, this is where the drafting of this GM from Marty and Ron Rivera has really let us down, is we do not have enough quality players on there. Polo Allen is out. I don't think for trade stuff. I think he's just been injured in a game that is of zero value. You're not gonna risk the guy who you're paying $20 million to. That's where that one stands.
And if you do have any thoughts about trading him, you don't want to put him out there and have him get hurt and decrease his trade value.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not all about the trade, you're just protecting the guy for next year. You have nothing to play for. You're going to sit certain vets. It's happened all around the league today with players. If they're on a team that there's nothing to play for, you're not playing them just because you don't need to risk him for any reason, whether it's for trade or whether he's going to be on your squad next year.
Montez wasn't lying about this team. I will say that they have looked very disinterested for a little while. They seem to have gotten a bump a little bit when Jacoby Brissett came in. And I do think that there are players on this team who I think all the players want to win. They don't want to lose. They don't want to win necessarily for Ron Rivera. They wanted to win for themselves because losing sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one of the highlights of the year that we're going to share this week is the kickoff goes away. But Jonathan Allen, I mean, he said it, right? He was like, losing sucks. This sucks. 7 years of losing, it's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of people want to see him traded, because he said that kind of stuff and his play hasn't been legendary. Let's just remember he was a top 50 NFL player coming into this year. So yeah, that one looks bad.
Do you think on that play from Prescott to Tolbert, do you think Prescott threw it behind him on purpose, or did he just make a bad throw?
I think that he put the ball where he wanted to, or at least close to it, as Brian Robinson's going to take this one through the center and pick up several yards. This does not look good, as the Dallas players are all pointing.
They're going to give it to him.
It looks like, I think this might be a fumble, as let's see what happens here as Lewis strips the ball out. This ball is definitely out, and it does look like Lewis able to strip the ball away.
Yep.
I think we also have misery drinks. So we have this here. So for every $5 donation, one of us is going to take a drink. And then for every Washington touchdown, which may be 0, we're going to take, both of us will take a drink. And then we have misery drinks. I don't know if Stoner wants to join me in this, but for things like that, I'm going to take one.
Yeah, for all you tankers, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is great.
Absolutely miserable.
Yeah, I got that one.
Gibby has passed it on. He passed the fumbling gene on. It is 1st and 10. Now the ball is at the 31-yard line of Washington. As we see a handoff here to the backup running back for Dallas.
There are guys out there.
Turpin, rather. That was a Turpin wide receiver out there doing the running back duties.
There are guys out there who, for Washington, as an example, there are guys out there who are playing for contracts. They're not going to go out there and lay down. Now they're just not good enough, and they're gonna. A guy named Chandler is going to get the tackle for Washington. Chandler, who is that, Nathan? I don't know.
Yeah, when I saw that, I think that's one of the more recent signings here. Is Pollard's going to pick up a couple yards here, and now we will see a first down from the Dallas Cowboys. Their first third down. Yeah, sorry, first third down.
There you go.
From the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, 3rd and 3. If I drink every mistake I make, we are in for a very bad day. A very bad day here. Dak Prescott back to throw. He's going to launch this one up, looking for Cooks in the end zone.
Nice job, Quan.
And Quan Martin getting the seatbelt lockdown. I'm sorry, Ron Rivera. I want to see those celebrations.
Sure.
When a player makes a play, I don't care if it's this play right here, where that's actually not great coverage. Now that I look at the replay.
Hang on. Did you just say that wasn't great coverage? That was
Did you not see him?
Coverage.
Did you not see him like pulling the guy? He wasn't. His back wasn't. His back was turned. He wasn't looking for the ball here. 4th. Yeah, they didn't. I was surprised. 4th and 3. CeeDee Lamb in motion.
It's going to Lamb.
Dak Prescott in shotgun. He is looking to his left. Easy pickup there from the tight end. And Chandler comes in trying to rip the ball away. But that's going to be a first down from Dallas. I think
I don't know who Chandler is. Who is Chandler?
I think we had it at a Daily Commanders update. It was probably one of mine. That's why I kind of remember the name. But he's one of the safeties Washington picked up. I said, we don't want to see play here. Missed tackle in the backfield again, but Pollard is going to get swallowed up. Only getting about a yard on that one as Anderson. And I'm not sure who was that. Harris? Did we get a Harris sighting?
Harris, Anderson, Chandler. Who are these people?
Yeah, this is not the team that we thought was going to go 17-0 until we found out otherwise at the beginning of the season. Dak Prescott in shotgun, 2nd and 10. He gave him 0 yards for Pollard, and this one to the end zone, and that one was just way too high. Yeah. Okay, I'll lock him up. I'm sorry. That's like the best celebration for a cornerback. I know a lot of them like this lock them up thing with the seatbelt, but I'm sorry. This one right here, I love that one. I love that one. 3rd and 10 for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, up 7-0. Ball at the 15-yard line. Last couple times they were looking for the end zone. CeeDee Lamb in motion. He's going to get this one on a little screen. Quan Martin. Yes. Yes. And I'm sure we're going to see a field goal here.
Quan Martin at the beginning of the year was lost.
Poopy.
Yeah. And he's done a really nice job of coming back and being a critical part of the worst defense. But he's been very good here the last month or so. I'm kind of happy with him. Aubrey is 35 for 35, and he never even kicked in college. That's amazing. That's an amazing story, this Aubrey kid.
32-yard attempt is up, and that's blocked.
That's blocked.
Let's go. Pick it up.
Go number 0.
Who's this? Whitaker?
Go number 0. Go number 0.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get in trouble for jumping, but oh my goodness, that amazing.
Did you hear me? I'm like, go number 0. I don't even know who that is.
I was trying to read the back. I was like, Whitaker? Who's Whitaker? I'll take it. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
That is fantastic. You'd call the broadcaster jinx. You're like, he's 35 for 35. You know what he is now? He's 35 for 36. Go Whitaker.
And is Whitaker? Oh, I don't even know who Whitaker is.
Man, I was so happy he picked it up because you got like a number 0, and then you've got like this 50. Who's over there? 59. And so you see both of them trying to go for the ball. It's like, please do not let the big guy pick up the ball. Give it to the skinny guy here. 1st and 10 at the 20 in the red zone already. We're going to get Brian Robinson with another carry. That one's going nowhere. And Dallas looks like they think they can rip the ball out every single time.
And he's,
oh my goodness, that is awesome.
And he's not running with his usual confidence, or at least on that one, because he's trying so hard to protect the ball after that fumble.
Yeah, Whitaker was one of the ones in training camp, got put away, but he's
there's a billion
he's there.
Guys who were in training camp that I don't remember because
Sam Howell from shotgun, pump fakes, gonna go for the end zone. No! Looking for Jahan Dotson, but good coverage there from Dallas. As you might have heard, EP, she got mad there, but oh my goodness, Clark in coverage here, turns around, and that one just it hits his left hand. Jahan Dotson's left hand, not able to bring it down. I think if he doesn't try catching that with the left and goes with the right, I think he might be able to secure that one. All right. Yeah. Dotson was so close to catching this one. Reminder for a couple people, because I've seen, I think, a little bit of people in the chat giving away some plays. We are a little bit delayed. Sam Howell with the screenplay. This one's Jamal. This one's Williams. Williams is going to get the first down. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's not Williams, because Williams on IR. Is this is Gore, isn't it? Who's 40 for Washington? No. There's so many people having changed over. I'm really bad at this right now.
What's Armagh?
Armagh.
That's not, is that Armagh?
First down. Yeah, I do believe that was Armagh, as he's going to get a first down for Washington, setting up a 1st and goal. I should have known Armagh. Yeah, I should have known that one, guys. Thanks for in the chat. Giving me the Armagh one.
Did a whole video on him, and I can't remember his number.
Here we go. Brian Robinson up the center. Not going to pick up very many. But like Stoner says, you just keep running. You make them try to stop the run. You give them the idea that you are going to run the ball. By the way, also 4-down territory. I don't think I want to see Tressway this game. Unless it's like a 4th and 10. Just keep going for it.
I'm not. We'll see.
You're
how
not
it
for
all
it?
plays out. I mean, they're at the 9
points. You're at home. You're a losing season. You don't go for it at home.
We'll see.
Second and goal. Brian Robinson with the pitch out to Brown. Brown's going to throw Sam Howell. Sam Howell steps, so it's going to be 3rd and goal, about the 5-yard line. Brown patting his teammate on the back of the head, knowing that he threw a bad pass. as
How
he
come
does it.
we see run that play, the quarterback's wide open? Why is it Sam Howell's got two guys all over him?
Sam Howell, by the way, just back away, man. Do not try to take the hit. He definitely tried to stay in bounds and was there. Absolutely, Tommy. We just want to see this team win. I don't care if we're picking third. All right. I want to see the team win.
Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Curtis Samuel in motion. That's Antonio Gibson to the right.
Oh,
Sam Howell looking for the end zone. He's going to run out. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to run. Sam Howell getting to about the 3-yard line on a scramble there.
1.5.
You think it's even closer? He was reaching it out a little bit, but
why do they run the clock?
This is where we need this. We need the Taylor Heineke dive. I hate to bring up. I'll take a drink for bringing up the other guy.
4th and goal. They're going to go to the end of the quarter and talk about it.
Go for it. Why would you not go for it? I'll go ahead and switch the scoreboard already that we're going to be in the 2nd quarter, which reminds me, everybody who is calling for Washington to lose, don't sleep. This team still wants to win, and we are, of course, proudly sponsored by Don't Sleep Energy.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't sleep makes you great.
Of course, Don't Sleep Energy, a DMV company. Make sure you support them, whether or not you're using our code or not. They are great, fantastic people who support the channel just like you do. And just like Gus Bus is trying to convince people to do right now. Donate now so we double drink on the touchdown, because it's going to happen. We're going to speak it into existence. All right. Commander Lorian, a big Jaden Daniels fan. Here's the thing, right? For people who don't want the drop on the pick, there are certain players you're better off falling back for than you are going up for, because you might see Caleb Williams, Drake May, and then if you wanted Jaden Daniels, he's going to be right there for you. Not that he won't be there for at 2, but it's not like dropping back is a bad thing for you. So, and by the way, 3rd quarterback picked, not really that bad of a thing. I know a lot of people are like, well, he's the 3rd best. No, that's not how that works. That's not how the draft works at all. So
you can move up to 1 if you're at the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th. If you really, really desire a certain player, it doesn't matter where you're drafting, you go get him.
Yep. The Detroit Lions proved that, getting Gibbs way before anybody picked him, but he turns out he's a pretty good player. Who was their other one? Who was the other one?
Tight end Laporta, and then the linebacker from Iowa, Jack Campbell. They got all 3 of those in the first 2 rounds.
Washington with 5. Ron Rivera said it would take 5 years to rebuild, and now we got 5 top 100 picks coming to us.
And 6 and 106. So we have 106 also. So we have 100 or whatever it is in the top 100. And then we have 106 also.
Re-showing the scramble here, as it looks like we're going to see where they might spot the ball. It is around the 2-yard line. So
by the way, when that play first started and he had, was it Samuel in motion? If he had taken the snap and thrown to Samuel, he had a touchdown. And he looked right at him and he didn't throw it. And I don't know why. I don't know why. He was wide open. It would have taken a simple pass.
All right.
But here we go.
4th and goal. Bates in motion over to the right-hand side. That's Brian Robinson next to Sam Howell. Sam Howell's going to go in motion. Gets this one out to Brian Robinson. Let's go.
Yeah. Take that, yo. Woo!
Let's go. I will happily toast to that. Brian
yes, indeed.
Robinson catching this one on a little bit of a bobble here, but he secures it after all. for the Washington touchdown. Let me know when you're ready, Stoner.
All right, let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's go, Washington.
Nice job.
Good stuff. I'm going to update the scoreboard after this kick is up and away. We have a tie football game here early on in the second quarter. Dallas fans, you better watch out. You better watch out.
Yeah, 7-7, baby.
Let's go.
They're playing loose. They're playing free. They're going for it on fourth downs. They're rolling out the quarterback. The quarterback is under center. They're throwing screens. They're throwing flea flickers. The wide receiver is throwing to the quarterback. They're doing all this different stuff out there, and it's working. You're blocking kicks.
Yeah, they're having fun again. Right? I mentioned how they're smiling. It might not last, but right now it's exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. Thank you, Love Jagamer, over on Twitch joining us. But Nathan has the stinkiest farts. I might. I have
Love Jagamer.
I'm not. I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure. But I do appreciate them jumping in there from Twitch. Polo saying it looks like Texas Stadium. It always is with these Dallas games when Washington's not doing well, which unfortunately has been a lot lately. It looks like North Dallas, but you got a lot of NBDs, as our friend Steve over in the command this has taught us. The never been to Dallas's. Never been to Dallas, people. Yeah, they're the Cowboy fans who are flooding the stadium. Steven joining us late here. Hey, we appreciate you and checking in from Israel. Please stay safe out there. Hail to the Redskins. Hail to the Commanders. We got a tie ball game in the second quarter here for you, Steven. And we got a special going on today. For every touchdown, we're taking, both of us are taking a drink. And then for every $5 donation, one of us is taking a drink. I think it's back to Stoner if you want $5 in the super chat for you. So absolutely having some silliness going up here. Brian with the left hand up. We haven't had a lot of that. Well, left hand up. That was the call last year. And I know they put out a new song. I'm not sure if I've heard it or not.
Oh, did they really?
Mm-hmm. Yam, NBD's fans are the worst. Why are there so many in Virginia? I'll never understand it. A lot of them are bandwagoners, but there's also the issue. A lot of people chose the Cowboys who were in the DC area back when the owner refused to desegregate, right? That's the word I'm looking for. So Washington was actually the last team to incorporate a black player. And in response to that, you ended up having a lot of people choosing their rival, the Dallas Cowboys. And now it's just a generational thing. So you do have some bandwagoners, but that is actually one of the histories of DC is the fact that Washington, you got to remember Marshall, not a good owner. Okay. We all didn't like Snyder, but Marshall was a literal racist as the kick is going to go out of the end zone. And so he refused to desegregate the team and was the last one, last team to include a person of color. And so, like I said, in response, because he was refusing, he was very much against it. A lot of people ended up picking up the Dallas fandom. Yeah, Polo. I don't think a lot of people realize that because that's like a really much a more of a center DC thing. And of course, you have them kind of going out to Virginia as you get kind of pushed out of the DC market because of how expensive it is. But it is 1st and 10 at 25. History lesson over. As we're going to get a run over to the right-hand side. Fairly successful for Dallas as it picks up 5. And JoJo Mojo. Appreciation for Stoner telling us how he got his nickname. That was a fantastic story, JoJo. Thanks for bringing it up. That might be a super clip for us as he talks about his parents knocking boots there. 2nd and 5 for the Dallas Cowboys as we see some motion. It is going to be a handoff, though. Going to the left-hand side is Pollard. Pollard's going to pick up the first down, but just barely. But that's all he has to do.
JoJo's Mojo.
And thank you, Joe, for the donation.
Also, suck it, Yam.
A lot of hate to Yam for his fandom, his college fandom.
Yeah.
So yeah, we now have 1st and 10, 7 first downs for the Cowboys to 4 for Washington as we get a pitch out, trying to go up the middle, going over to the side, and just absolutely getting ripped to the ground there by Quan Martin with CD Lamb. But he did pick up a good chunk there. I'm really liking what we're seeing from Quan Martin. And we talked a little bit about it before, but Quan Martin, I think, has been improving largely because they've reduced his responsibilities. Early on, they wanted him to be a safety. They wanted him to be the corner slot. They wanted him to be like a Buffalo nickel. They just had him everywhere because he's athletic and he's shown that he can do that. As Dak Prescott gets this one away, it is going to be a first down to Cooks, but that is Burgess in coverage making the quick tackle. But they realized 2 things. 1, he actually might be better than our number 1 pick in Emmanuel Forbes. And 2, playing him at corner has been very successful as it's gone. Yep, this is our adult show here to end the season, Wishbone. We've got touchdown drinks, and we also are drinking for every $5 donation. One of us will take a drink, so $10 gets both of us, as this one's going to go to the linebacker, and Burgess again making the tackle on Ferguson, but it might have been too late. I think that might have got the first down. Dallas, very good at home, not as good away. This is why this game is important, in my opinion. I want Washington to win, and I want Dallas to lose. Okay. If we put them on the road, that's more likely going to happen.
Yep.
Than not. All right. Dak Prescott in shotgun on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass, looking over his left, gives it over to Pollard, and that's Barton right there for the quick tackle. 12 minutes left here in the second quarter. Tie ball game as Dallas is looking to drive. By the way, New York Giants up on Philadelphia 3-0 in the second quarter.
There's a lot of goodness for that.
That's so much goodness. So much goodness here. 2nd and 6. Pollard's going to motion out wide. Empty backfield for Dak Prescott in Washington territory. This one's tipped. This one was Washington's ball. We're just intercepted by Quan Martin off of the tip.
We were just talking about Quan.
You love to see it. Oh, that's a drink. This was
Harris.
That was Harris with the tip, and then Quan Martin getting up and catching that one. You said that one's they're doing the thing that I hate. I hate when defenses go to the end zone. But I'm loving that one. I'm loving that one, Stoner. To Quan Martin, Stoner.
To Quan Martin. And
no, Yam. I'm not doing that one.
And Yam. Suck it, Yam.
I'm gonna actually
because Yam's a good friend of the channel. So
yeah, Yam's been on with us for a long time here on Ref the District. We appreciate everybody. I like the relaxed seat there. Yeah, Jesse. I hope it's Jesse. I'm assuming that's what it is. Correct me if it's wrong. Quan Martin is really playing for his position next year. Quan Martin is one of the, I think, most exciting young players Washington has. I don't think he'll ever be a lockdown corner, but I do think that he's shown us that he can be a ball hawk. He is one of the reasons why the ball hawk is one of the reasons why they drafted him and Emmanuel Forbes. They wanted to turn around the defense with the turnover battle. Mm-hmm. And Quan Martin has shown why he was picked. Very athletic, very smart player, and he's got the interception there. So absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he's been giving you grief this whole time.
And if you think it's going to stop, it ain't.
Yeah. This is true, Doug. The end zone run isn't so bad when it's a short one, but when they run all 90 yards, like, come on. Like, stop. Yeah, Ray, this is true, right? Washington is what do we say, a 13-point dog in this game? So let's have fun while we can. It's the tie ball game. Quan Martin's got an interception. Harris, of all people, gets a tipped pass off of Dak Prescott. You got to love it. You got to love it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Tommy got me. Let me go find Tommy. Yeah, it's actually 56 is Jalen Harris, not Scooter Harris, as I call him.
Yeah, I was about to say Scooter Harris is a linebacker, and Jalen Harris is the defensive lineman.
Good call.
J World needs proof that it's alcohol and not water. I mean, I'm drinking vodka and cherry Pepsi, so I'm not sure how I can do that.
Here, smell my breath.
I tell you what, maybe next year, the junkies who Stoner is a big P1 fan of, they have a show where they do drink and then they see who's got the highest alcohol level. I'm not going to get that crazy, but maybe we do get breathalyzers just to show people we've got a little bit in us. Sam Howell back to pass, has time. He's launching this one up. He's got Bates.
Come on.
And it's just out of Bates' reach here. I think if this is they're going to show how the stunt worked and Harris was able to get a hand up, but I hope they re-show this one to Bates as he really, I think if Bates is a more athletic tight end, I think that's a catch because it didn't look like it was that far out of reach.
Correct. If that was Cole Turner, maybe it was a catch.
No, Cole Turner can't get up there. This is true. C notes, Quan Martin might be the best blitzer Washington has. This one is in the center. Good catch there. That one's to Logan Thomas.
Just short, though, I think.
Yeah, it'll set up third and short, I think, especially because we never get the calls when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Bates, see, this is what I'm saying, Yam. I really wish we can see it because I really think if that was Logan Thomas, I think you stretch out for it. But Bates, I think, turned around too slow, and it may be maybe just too far away from him.
Agreed. It didn't look like he put everything into it. It is 3rd and 1. Quarterback sneak.
He's going over to the left-hand side. He's still pushing, and I think he's short.
Yeah, he is short.
Yeah, they're marking him way short here.
Way short. Like he got nothing.
Yeah, Jesse is calling it all out here. Delay the chat ones. Use Tommy's wow or when it comes to those because we are a little bit behind because we're streaming it on a streaming network and then we're streaming here on YouTube. So we're going to be a little bit behind. So I try to give you cues of where we're sitting at. Like we're 4th and 1, 13 seconds on the play clock, lining up for a short down run. It looks like as Sam Howell is going to hand this one off. He's going to go, and he's going to get a first down. He's going to get a first down. That's a Washington. First down.
Nice job. I formation, it's simple, usually. When you have an I form, well, it's an offset I, but same thing. You had a fullback in there leading the way, and Brian Robinson got it. No problem. Please do more of that. Do it on first down as well. Come on now. Football can be simple.
Yep.
A lot of the time.
A lot of time. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Washington Commanders. 7 seconds on the play clock. 9:32 in the second quarter. Washington driving after an interception in Dallas territory. Pitch out to Terry McLaurin on the right side. Gonna have a first down and then some. Gonna get down to about the 25-yard line is Terry McLaurin with another Washington. First down.
Let's go. Where'd Rally Cat go? Come on, Rally Cat.
Rally Cat. Nathan calling out Rally Cat, getting it over there. This time, Micah Parsons kind of tripped up by Smith, trying to get to Terry McLaurin and gets away there.
All right, another first down.
Come on, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Terry McLaurin, I believe that's going to go as a catch because that was a pitch forward.
100%.
We'll have to have a Terry McLaurin yardage counter as this one's going to go short out to Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel dodging his way forward. That's another first down. Oh, I think they're going to mark him just short. Oh, I'm Stoner.
You know what? I like 2nd and 1 better than 1st and 10, to be honest.
A lot of good things could happen at 2nd and 1. Curtis Samuel, special player. I think it was declassified. Ellie, I don't think so either. Ellie pointed out, you need a Curtis Samuel. You need a J.D. McKissick or Chris Thompson type player.
Yeah, you do.
And hopefully they'll have it. Antonio Gibson might be that player, also going to be gone as he goes out wide. That is Curtis Samuel next to Sam Howell in shotgun. Sam Howell looking to pass, looking to go for the end zone for Curtis Samuel. Touchdown! Did he? No! They're gonna say that he was out of bounds.
I don't know.
Curtis Samuel not happy with that one. He comes down. Let's see what happens here. He's back. Oh, yeah. His right foot is touching the line. Not able to get the 10-toe challenge.
That's a good call, man. Give that official some credit, man, because that's good so close.
That's unfortunate. It is 3rd and 1. Good. I love the throw. I love the aggressive throw. Great play call. Curtis Samuel wide open there. We are going to get the timeout from Washington as they don't get the play call in. So that'll be their first time out of the game. I'm really, really loving this right now. This is exactly P-Dub. This is fun so far. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. The Pats lost. So we need to lose this game to get the second pick. Yeah. All right, Jamaican. We know. We don't care. Get the dub.
We'll get the dub. At the end.
There's a lot of cross chat and everything, so it'll be funny. This is great. VA Money Group. NFL's rigged. I don't think so, but hey, if it's rigged for Washington to win this game, then I love it. And if it's rigged for the Giants, 10-0 Giants, if you're like, we're not really Giants fans, but we are Giants fans today. We are in a survivor pool. 4 people left, now 3, because the Jaguars lost, so that knocked out 1 person. The other 2 people picked Philadelphia to beat the Giants. I don't know how they kept Philadelphia this late into the season, but if they get knocked out, it's all ref the district here. As we've got a 3rd and 1 on short run here from Curtis Samuel, but we're going to get this flag. Yeah, they jumped. Yeah. Washington jumped, so we're going to see
that's a 3rd and 6.
A little bit longer.
If the Giants beat Philadelphia, Nathan, that's worth $2,000 to us. That's how much it's worth. $2,000.
That's big money.
If the Giants win, it's worth $2,000 to us. That's why we want the Giants to win.
Yeah, Bates not having a good game so far. He jumped off sides. Doofus. I think he was just supposed to be an additional lineman there for you, Stoner, and not able to do that.
And another false start. 3rd and 11. It's the crowd noise.
Come on, Washington. As you do see Lawrence pumping up the crowd.
It's crowd noise.
As Washington went from a 2nd and 1 to a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6 to now was Sam Cosme that they're going to call this one on as, he sees Micah Parson flash in front of him and he makes the jump. That's rough.
All right. 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. Here we go.
So far.
4 down territory.
No.
4 down territory.
No.
I'm being aggressive. If he
throws an incomplete pass, they're
kicking. Okay, fine. That's fine. All right, Sam Howell. He's going to throw a quick pass out here. This is Jameson Crowder with some space. He jumps. But now it's going to be 4th and 3. Do go for it.
They'll kick it, but I wouldn't mind them going for
it. We got a couple. Well, he's got a day job. My job is retirement. Jamaican, what's the deal if we win? Do we lose the 2nd overall pick? Yeah, we'd fall to at least 3rd. You could possibly get the 4th pick, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to get a good player, and we're going to move on.
By the way, Nathan, 2 years from yesterday will be my next retirement.
There we
go. 2 years from yesterday, January 6th, 2026. I'm Dunsky.
Washington going to opt for the field goal attempt here, 36-yarder. It is up. Woo. This one's not blocked, and it is inside. Washington is going to lead the Dallas Cowboys 10-7 here in the second quarter. To kind of continue with that, I'm retired Air Force. He's retired Air Force. He's doing some civil service work. That's where he's going to get a second retirement. And So both of us retired airmen. We appreciate our service and all other service members. And yeah, how about that? A little toast to our fellow veterans in active duty and guard and reserve, and all those civil service working with our.
He can't even say
government.
civil service, and it's
Civil
not even
service. Civil service. That's just a big one.
Wait for me.
So, wait, Stoner. I'll keep it up here. How about there we go? All right. I did move the chair over because I got to sit for a little bit. So we're gonna see some movement back and forth for me. I can't sit for long. I just had a procedure on Friday, but I also can't stand for very long. So it's a mixed bag for me. So it's gonna be a lot of fun here as I almost break the table.
I think I need another light behind me. It looks like I'm in a dungeon. Hang on.
I will get there. There we go. Awesome. As my cane drops as well. No, I think that's fine. I'll turn the camera down a little bit.
All right.
You actually see my CPAP machine behind me. All fun here.
We're just a couple of oldsters.
My spare picture. It's a great time here.
All right, 10-7, brother. Let's go. I like it.
Mandalorian, absolutely. This is the thing, and you can do that wherever you want in the draft. That's the thing. Okay, we looked at the linemen big time on Wednesday. We posted the chart. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can actually go out to our community post and you can see the work that I put in charting the linemen. And you don't need first round linemen. Now you probably want a second and third round linemen to really kind of boost them up, especially if you want to boost them up early. But you don't need a bunch of first round linemen. And we can kind of see that also with the defensive line that we had. All first rounders didn't work out. So
it happens, man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with me sitting now, I don't get to do a whole lot of crazy stuff like I was doing before, but I'm also not supposed to do a whole lot of crazy stuff. So it might be in our favor here. Brian.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
Smashed his middle finger on his throwing hand in the blue tent.
Ouch. We got another I follow you and Twitch. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Wow. This one's going to be returned by the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be positive for them as they get down to the 27-28 yard line. So a few extra yards there. 6:58 left to go as they show the clip of the Giants up on the Eagles.
And zippy.
Saquon Barkley getting into the end zone.
It's a $2,000 game. It's funny when we put it in context like that. It's a $2,000 game if the Giants can win.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Let's go defense.
Dak Prescott with one interception. He's going to throw this one up. Gets it over to CeeDee Lamb, who has a blocker in front, but not able to get
penalty. Yep,
too much extra yards. They're going to throw the flag on Barton. What did Barton do?
With the late hit. He came in and just jumped on Lamb for no reason. Maybe even with his head, with his helmet. Watch him. Ready? He's down. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Cody Barton getting that helmet contact on the back of CeeDee Lamb's head. And that's something, regardless of the team, you don't want to see.
Nope. No, it's unnecessary, as they call it.
Yep. Personal foul is going to go against Cody Barton. They're not going to eject him. So we have seen some ejections earlier in the season as Cody Barton's trying to call the defense. He is the green dot on the defense today. CeeDee Lamb in motion on the left-hand side there. It's going to be a fake handoff and a quick dump off to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to make the first guy miss, and he's going to get a first down here. Who was the one who whiffed?
Yeah.
As that could have been a very short gain, but instead it's going to be another first down for Dallas.
Forbes.
It was Emmanuel Forbes, of course. Forbes. Come on, Emmanuel
He's
Forbes.
like
I'm trying to talk you up here, and you keep failing me. Emmanuel Forbes down at the bottom of your screen, Looks like he's on Brandon Cooks. It's going to be a handoff to Pollard. Pollard's going to push forward, almost picking up the first down on first down, but it'll be second and short here for Dallas, who are in Washington territory now.
Chandler's not even on the Commanders website on the
that's
roster.
fun. That's fun.
I have no idea who he is. I have no idea who he is.
I got too much things going on here.
You got a lot going on.
Dak Prescott under center. Hands this one off. First down, and that might be a flag. As it looked like somebody grabbed up. Nope. Okay, it won't be.
Saints, I love you. I'll never forget that game today, New Orleans Saints. I love you.
Yep, that was a good one.
Jesse's asking about Allen. Allen didn't practice this week. He's just banged up, so he's not playing.
Yeah, we do have a player down for Washington checking out their arm right now. I'm not sure who that is that's on the ground. But yeah, Jonathan Allen is not a healthy scratch, okay? He was definitely an injury scratch. And that's I think one of the cornerstones of the franchise, at least right now. I don't know if it will be for the next guys, the next people. But right now he's a cornerstone. So you're going to sit him, keep him healthy. Whether that means you're going to trade him later or if you're going to go, if you're just keeping him healthy so he can be there next season. Yeah, Joseph, we could have had a lot of people instead of Emmanuel Forbes, but we got Emmanuel Forbes, so we got to cheer him on and we got to hope that the next staff can, change things for him and work with him. There's talent that's there. There's some obvious flaws, which is unfortunate with your first round pick that you have, those kind of glaring, flaws. And for him, there's a couple ones that are really bad. One, he's really tiny, so he's not that great of tackler. And then his second thing is that he just always he gets beat on those double moves, and he can't have that. He's got to work on that. Stoner, I think this means it's a double drink here from Matt Rao.
Matt, what are you doing?
Technically, it's just 3 because he didn't hit the 20, but I'll give you that penny,
bro.
Matt, we appreciate you. To Matt, and hopefully this defense getting a start. And whoever's on the ground, we wish them some health there.
Is Yam still here, or am I just wasting my breath?
Matt, I think he's been popping in and out there. Matt here thanks us for our service, so we appreciate that. First drinks down.
Welcome.
It's always been awkward for me. Get your second shot ready. On when people thank me for my service, I don't know.
I always say the same thing.
Thank
you for your support.
That's what I've gone with. That's my thing too. Well, I thank you for your appreciation. And second one. So we thank you for your appreciation here. Second drink down. There we go. And that one. Yep. Yeah, I'm still in there.
Oh.
Hudson. No, not Khalid Hudson.
Was that who that was?
Oh, man. Yeah, not Khalid Hudson.
That's all right. All right, what do we got? First down already at the 22. Good Lord. They're just moving right down the field again.
Yeah. Dak Prescott and shotgun. Going to hand this off to Pollard. Pollard's got a lot of running room. He's going to get another 8-9 yards. Jesse, thanks. Thank you for that.
All right, Jesse.
We appreciate it. I hope that was a full bottle of Malibu when you started, because we're going to go through this before halftime, it looks like.
My shots are getting a little smaller. Suck it, Yam.
2nd and 1. Under center is Dak Prescott.
We got to do another one too, right?
Yep. In motion is Cooks. This is going to be a handoff to Pollard on the left-hand side, almost taken down the backfield, but he's going to get pushed forward and get down to the 1-yard line.
That was Burgess, I think, who missed that tackle.
And it looks like another player.
That's Quan.
No, not Quan Martin.
I'm getting my second. Ready to do the second one?
Yeah, no, we have not done a second. Yeah, Burgess trying, and then Quan Martin getting caught up in the tackle, and he was on the ground. Hopefully he's okay, because I definitely think he's going to be a special player for Washington. Almost a face mask as well.
I won't go as far as special player, but I think he will be a solid everyday year in and year out player.
Yeah, we will not be disappointed with him next year.
Appreciate you, Jesse.
Appreciate you, Jesse. Is Quan Martin still on the ground?
Lord.
Hey, Tech, it's not yet. Washington's still technically up. They can hold them to a field goal at this point. They can get a turnover.
Do anything. We can do anything we want.
Yeah, Tommy Pollard's not had a great season in his first as the dedicated back. And that happens to, I think, a lot of running backs. When you're the running back 2 and you get that running back 1 role, the reason why you were successful as a running back 2 is because you were the second guy and running in different situations and also fresh all year. Now you're running back 1. You're running on first down a lot more. People are expecting you to run, and you're getting a lot more carries. And it usually equates to being less successful for those coming from a running back 2 to a running back 1 role. As we're going to have I formation here.
I'll give you another example of that after they score here. Because
Dak Prescott,
sure they're going to score.
Going to put motion for the tight end, hand it over, and this one just bulldozes right into there. Great second effort from Cox and the rest of the team, but that didn't matter. He had crossed the line there. So that's a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys.
It was kind of like when Casey Toohill was popping earlier this year in a limited role, and we were like, wow, this Casey Toohill pops. Then you get him into the everyday player, and he doesn't pop anymore because he has all those times out there, and the offense is learning how to control him, and he's not that special. Same thing what you're saying about Pollard, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. JG, don't worry. I know it seems like we're doing a lot. I'm definitely drinking moderation because I have to, and then we'll make sure Stoner doesn't get too far gone there. There was another one. Yeah. So, happy New Year's to you as well, Edmund and Jesse. We thought this about Cam Curl, referring to our Quan Martin praise, 2021 ish. There's some water from Stoner. But since he's regressed, so Cam Curl still had very successful seasons. I know a lot of people point to this year as a little bit of a regression, but you got to look at the tape and what they've asked him to do. So normally he plays close to the line, and he's very, very successful in that role. And he's not bad in coverage, but it's just not his strong suit, right? It's not where he thrives. Well, they've had to pull him back because of the questionable safety play from 4th round from last year. Oh my goodness, I just spaced on his name. Percy Butler.
Yeah, Percy Butler. There you go.
Percy Butler from questionable, Defoe goes out. Percy Butler gets forced in there. You have Quan Martin back there at times. And it just was so bad that they're like, okay, Cam Curl, we need you to kind of come back and help protect. So that's one of the reasons why people might think that he hasn't been as successful. I will say, I've long said this about Cam Curl. And this is kind of along the lines, Gus, with this. Cam Curl is a great football player. Okay. He is a good to great football player. No doubt about it. He, though, is a very specialized player. And so not a special player, but a very specialized player. And unfortunately for him, he is not a playmaker, right? When we talk about Quan Martin and Emmanuel Forbes, they're ball hawking. That's a playmaking ability that you want from your defensive backfield. Right. Cam Curl's playmaking ability is tackling, and he's very good at it. And he can definitely get in there and tackle people for a loss. And he's good all over the field and everything, but he's not a playmaker in the sense that he is a ball hawk. He's not a playmaker in the sense that he's going to force fumbles. And that is why he's not going to get paid as a top safety in this league. He might get close just because every year the market resets, but he's a very good player, but he's not one of those difference makers in the sense that he's a playmaker. And so that's the thing with Cam Curl. But you got to have Cam Curls on the roster. Okay. Cam Curl's not a Jag. Don't get me wrong. He's a plus player,
He's not a superstar.
He's not a superstar, but he's a plus player.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I
Absolutely
didn't
agree with
update
all
there.
of that.
It is 14.
Oh, yeah. I got to give him that.
Gotta give him that extra point. That one didn't get blocked, unfortunately.
By the way, AJ Brown hurt as well for the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
They're worried about an ACL tear.
Yeah.
But the initial tests show that his ACL is intact, but I think he's out of the game. So it's going bad in Philly right now.
Not great there for Philadelphia. Good for ref the district. Jamaican Nathan, if we lose and Arizona loses, do we still get the second overall pick? Yes. We're not really in a battle with Arizona. New England is the one that we were concerned with. But if Washington does lose, we've already had what needed to happen. Steelers winning yesterday and the New Orleans Saints winning today. Those were the biggest ones. Anything else from the day today is really just a plus if Washington loses. So if you're on the team tank, then Washington's due to for a second pick here. Pass is completed out to Curtis Samuel. Going to pick up about 6 on that one. Setting up second and 4th.
You call them Jamaican
second Nathan. And 4. Did I call him? Well, it's because Jamaica was what I wanted to call him, and then I read his line there.
Maybe that was
Nathan. Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Sean Taylor, we are currently holding it. We're hoping that Washington wins, and we'll keep everyone all in that. You'll hear it on the instant reaction and all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're cheering on Washington. Under center, Sam Howell fakes the handoff, gets it over to Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson's got blockers, and he's going to get a Washington. First down.
Nice job. Oh, so Jahan does play on this team. I wasn't sure.
Every time. You're right, Tech.
To get him the ball.
I am going to get a Terry McLaurin countdown to 1K going to see how far he's off there. Daniel, I know we have monetization on, so that might be it. So if you keep going in and out of the channel, I think that's where you get the ads. I don't think you should get them if we're just streaming live. So in the middle of that, but do let us know because that's something we can keep tabs on here. Sam Howell looking for Jahan Dotson again, who catches this one, showing those hands. All right. He caught that, put it in his other hand and started reaching to try to get some more yards.
How many times has Howell been sacked so far today?
Zip.
Yeah. They're moving the pocket. They're getting quick plays here and there. They're running the ball, and it's negating that pass rush.
Second and 4. Washington started off the game with the ball. They have to run a play here before the 2-minute warning. Sam Howell, back to pass. Sam Howell is getting swallowed up. Broadcaster jinx.
That's twice. That's twice today.
One in the positive.
Yeah.
And this one is in the negative as Fowler gets home and takes down Sam Howell.
Florida Gator, Fowler.
And that was over Lucas, by the way.
Lucas is in that same category that we were talking about with Tony Pollard, with Casey Toohill. He's fine as a backup. You put him out there every play, every week, and he's going to get exposed for what he is. And the coaches see that every week in practice, and they know he's not the guy that you want out there at left tackle. At left tackle. At right tackle might be a different story.
He's a great swing tackle. He's a great swing tackle, but when you're a swing tackle, it usually means you're the backup. A lot of people here, no penalty for getting smacked in the head. Doug hit in the head and they missed it. Sorry, Dante with the first one there. Gus, that's a blow to the head. Jay Smokes, another hit to the head. Lance roughing the passer. That one's rough because he absolutely got clubbed in the head before the sack. I know we don't like those calls because they're kind of ticky-tacky. It's football. But
when it's against your guy.
But when it's against your guy, those are the one you want them. Okay, that's when you want him because he definitely clubbed with the forearm his Sam Howell's helmet before actually getting him there.
Hey Nathan, did you know you have in our dollar you have Jahan Dotson with a walk-off TD?
I love it.
Hey, I had the scores 38-3 Dallas, so
I was already beating that one. The comedian is back.
Hey.
We of course miss you. Thanks for joining us here. And that one. The A group. When has the line not failed? They've been rough. They're not as bad as people make them out to be, but they have been.
But they're not good.
Yeah. JG saying it's hard to say who the biggest disappointment is. Jahan Dotson is pretty high up in the list. Yeah.
100%.
If you're talking players, I would put him ahead of guys. We got into Cole Turner and the beginning of, but Cole Turner's not expected to be that guy. So Jahan Dotson is higher than a Cole Turner in the disappointment thing, because I picked him to be wide receiver 1. I thought this was going to be a breakout year for Jahan Dotson, and that just hasn't been the case. Sam Howell doing pretty well though today, 13 for 17, 96 yards, a touchdown, 108.9 passer rating. There was a not phony, it was real stats put out as far as the pylon diver in Sam Howell, but it was kind of rough because they're not straight comparison. Similar. If you look at the last 16 games, you're probably going to take Sam Howell even with the turnovers as Sam Howell launches this one out.
Oh yeah.
Terry McLaurin. Yes. Terry McLaurin and a 3rd and 12 gets a first down, and you got Parsons and Lucas going out. Is that Cosme? Oh yeah, that is Cosme.
He and Cosme have been going out most of this game. They were talking smack, and then Parsons ran to the referee and cried.
That's a second shove, by the way. Oh yeah, Parsons trying to throw Cosme down, and then afterwards, Cosme finally starts to walk away, and then he got shoved again by a different player. Even Parsons kind of gave him a little bit of an elbow rub. Where's Nick Gates? Nick Gates is always perfect for those kind of things, as Gilmore is injured for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my goodness, is that accurate? Is that 24-0? The Giants? Did I see that? I have the text up. I might not have saw that accurately. Oh, they're reviewing this as far as they touched. Oh, that's good. That's both feet in. That's control. That's like 4 feet in.
That's 4 feet in.
That's 4 feet in. That's a Washington. Da-da-da-da. First down.
Let me see. 24-0 Giants.
Wow.
Yes.
When are we going to see Allison pop in, and just because she's like, I'm done. Eagles crap in the bed here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go. 1st and 10. Terry McLaurin with a beautiful catch on the sideline on 3rd and 12. Sam Howell in shotgun. Gibson to his right. Sam Howell's going to look to pass. Looking in the center field, gets it over to, hits Logan Thomas in the hands. I know that's pretty tough coverage.
You got to catch that.
But you got to catch that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, PNW, I know Allison was popped in earlier. What I'm saying is, once that game is out of hand, when she comes here at full time, because she likes to pop in and out as she's watching her Eagles play. But the Eagles, like Lance is saying, is getting their wings clipped today, which is perfect for us.
Game, bro.
Yeah, we there are 3 people left in the survivor pool. We survived this week. The other 2 picked the Eagles to beat the Giants. Almost surefire victory for them as Sam Howell drops pass.
Tipped.
This one I don't like from Sam Howell.
He's falling back on that.
He was not only was he falling back, but Antonio Gibson fell down, and you could tell Sam Howell just wanted to get the ball out to him. He wasn't looking at anybody else. He waited for Antonio Gibson to get up and got rid of the ball. He wasn't looking downfield. He should have seen Antonio Gibson's not available. Is there anybody? No, then just toss it. Get it out of bounds. Instead, he tried to force it there to Antonio Gibson, and bad things happen when you try to force things like that. 3rd and 10 now for Washington in Dallas territory at the 47-yard line. 2 seconds on play clock. The ball gets underway. Sam Howell dropping back to pass. He's got someone in the face there, and it's unfortunately, it is a Dallas pick. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and here we go with the worst celebration in football. God, this is so stupid. I'm sorry. I really don't like it when even Washington does it, but rough. Yep, here he goes. He definitely forces that one in. They are trying to get it over. He had someone in the face.
Yep. Got his arm hit.
Yeah, that one. That one's not the hit to the head. They missed it before. That one was clean. That's rough.
Yeah,
that's rough. Yeah, Jay Smokes pressure up the middle. It's not really coming from Cosme's side, I don't think. As far as it's Nick Gates has just not been good this year.
I think if you go back to our video when they signed Gates and Wiley, these two guys that you see on the screen right in front of you were not fans of those two pickups because these were C linemen at best, and you were asking them to come in and be A linemen, and we knew right away that they weren't.
No, they weren't. That was C lineman pickup. Hopefully, there's better things coming here. Gus predicting that's Sam's last pass as a starter. I don't see why it would be. He's going to be the starter for the second half. What are you going to go to Jake Fromm? It's a 14-10 ball game. You're not going to go to Jake Fromm right now. And Daniel, we can't go to Jacoby Brissett. He's the emergency third quarterback. The only way you see Jacoby Brissett is if you say Sam Howell's injured and out and Jake Fromm is injured and out. That's the only way you see Jacoby Brissett today. So I just don't see them pulling Sam Howell right now. I don't think, we just read his stats. What was he? 13 for 17, 100 passer rating. Like I get people are bad about the interception. It's not great, but guy's been fine so far. He's definitely not had great passes, and that one getting intercepted. But look at the throw to Terry McLaurin just before it on the 3rd and 12. That was a great throw.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good throw to Logan Thomas, and Logan Thomas drops it.
Where's Terry at in his yards, by the way? He's got to be close, right?
I was going to look at it at halftime, though, to be fair, I might need a bio break at halftime, the way that you all are treating us, as we do have a final game deal going on right now. Every $5, one of us is going to drink. I think it's my turn. And then for every Washington touchdown
or turnover
as well.
We did it on the turn when Quan Martin got the pick.
We have two things.
And the block field goal.
Yeah, we have a surprise thing, and then also sometimes a misery thing. We didn't do a misery one for that. It is 1st and 10 from the 35. Dak Prescott gets this one away, but it bobbles. He had a lot of grass in there. He was looking up.
So that was Lawrence coming through Charles and Gates.
Charles Gates, yeah. See, Sam Cosme was holding his guy. Wasn't Sam Cosme on
Parsons?
Yeah. Sam Cosme's good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I will say that that was just a bad throw. I wouldn't even say that he was forcing it. Curtis Samuel found himself open. Sam Howell's got to get the ball out sooner. Dak Prescott going again because it's there. Wide open.
Same play. And they screwed it up the first time and the guy dropped it. But then this time they screwed it up again. It's like, didn't they come back to the huddle and say, hey, that happens again, you got to do this? Apparently not. But also, don't forget, Nathan, on that throw, he got his arm hit.
He did. If he throws it early, if he throws it on time, rather, he doesn't get his arm hit.
Yeah.
As we're going to see Dak Prescott get this one over wide open, CeeDee Lamb. 1 minute here to go in the second quarter. Dallas gets the ball back in the third quarter. This could get ugly very quickly. We did have Gabriel popping in. A Lions fan. The Lions need the Giants and the Commanders to win today because then they'll move up.
Will they move all the way to the 2 seed?
They'll move all the way to the 2 seed if both Philadelphia and the Cowboys, if both Philadelphia and Dallas lose, they move all the way up. So we got some fans in here from other teams. Yeah, Lance, I don't get this. CeeDee Lamb is a top 10 wide receiver in this league, and you have nobody covering him. Doesn't make sense.
So
Dak Prescott getting this over to CeeDee Lamb, who stays upright because Quan Martin not able to make the tackle there.
I want y'all to notice this, and maybe we'll do a video on it later. We'll get to it. They're in hurry up, so I'll talk about it at halftime.
Sure. 37 seconds and counting here on the clock. at the 12-yard line. Quick pass out to Cooks is going to put them at 1st and goal. Good to see Khalil Hudson out there, another Washington player who was injured.
Hudson and Martin are both back.
Yeah,
in there.
both out there. Dallas taking their 2nd time out. I've not been good about keeping track of those.
Oh yeah.
So we got 1 and 2.
Let me just throw this in there, in that if you watch the Washington pass rush, and it's normally 4 guys, they don't blitz very often. But if you watch them, it's the 4 guys, and the 4 guys are just going one-on-one against the guy in front of them. There's very, very few stunts. And when they did stunt, they got that tipped pass for the interception earlier. They just don't stunt, and I don't know why. And watch them on this 4. Straight ahead, 4 guys.
And shotgun and CeeDee Lamb wide open again. It's going to get the touchdown here.
Yeah,
Chandler in coverage, able to make the tackle after the touchdown.
Is that
man?
Give me a I know him. Bing. Right?
Is that a good one to use?
It's a character. It's a character.
Well, the actor who played him drowned last year.
Okay, it's a character. Should I not talk about I'm trying to go like way back. Like, who's the guy? Maxwell Smart? Should I not, if somebody's name is Smart, I shouldn't say Maxwell Smart because that guy's been dead for 40 years.
Extra point is good. I think it's the proximity and also the cause of death was
okay.
Yeah.
I can't use character.
Chandler's a practice squad guy. I'm fine if you do. I'm just saying that it was just like
Tyson Chandler. Do you know who that is?
Names Tyson Chandler, basketball player.
Yes.
6'10", I want to say. Great center as a defensive guy.
Yep.
Used to be good at the alley oops.
Sure.
And
that's all he could do.
Pretty much you would not want to give the ball to him under the basket because he's got 0 moves.
0.
So
came straight out of high school. He was in the Kwame Brown went number 1 to Washington draft. He was in that draft and he was top 10, maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, he made a nice career. I think he might have won a couple of rings.
Yeah, I think he was. I can't remember if he was with Oklahoma City or if he was with New Orleans when New Orleans was in Oklahoma City. Absolutely, Tommy. We gotta come back and win this one. I don't care. Picking 2nd, picking 3rd. I don't care. Beat Dallas is what I care about. 23 seconds left. And Stoner, how mad am I going to be at the play calls here for Washington with 2 timeouts? As this kick is going to be returned.
Oh,
Byron Pringle taking this one out here, and he's going to get tackled at the 8-yard line. Now 19 seconds. Bad decision.
Yeah.
Oh no, Polo. I hope you didn't spoil it, Polo. Because if it's that, I'm going to lose it.
What?
Don't look at it. You're going to get mad. I'm not mad at you, Polo. But I'm gonna be real mad if that play call.
Yeah, they're definitely it's 19 seconds.
19 seconds. You're a 4-win team. You have 2 timeouts.
60 yards away.
You don't try to get close enough for a field goal.
I don't.
They're gonna kneel it. Oh my goodness.
I'm all right with that.
What is this?
Let's see here. This is very interesting when it comes to Terry McLaurin, who is, take a guess, how many yards away from reaching
a dozen?
Goal? Nope. It's an ironic number.
17.
He is 17 yards away from reaching 1,000.
There we go. There we go, Luis. It is 17 yards away. Yeah, Tech taking a knee, and sure, Sam doesn't throw a pick. Sure. Oh, well. It's going to go into halftime. Washington's down 21-10. Jay World wondering why we're so far behind. So I'm personally streaming the game. I think you might be watching on cable, Stoner, but we're synced up. So I'm on Hulu Live Sports, and because I'm streaming it, I'm a little bit behind the broadcast. And then because we're streaming YouTube Live, you guys are getting the delay from us. So that's why there's a little bit of delay. I try to give as many cues as to where we are. So if you want to sync up with us and mute the channel and get our play-by-play, we encourage you to do that. And also, there are people who watch this because they cannot watch the game. And so they're watching us because we're both fun and also because we do a good job calling the game as if you're listening to it on the radio. Washington down 21-10. I'm going to take a little bio break, so I'm not going to put the Be Back Soon up. Sorry, Gus, you're not going to get the full song unless Stoner wants to take a bio break as well.
I'll do it after you. So
all right. So don't sleep on Washington. Dallas gets the ball back, but we're going to get a 3-and-out. Trust me, don't sleep on these Commanders.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick six, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Let's go. As I said, let's go. Halftime 21-10. Cowboys lead the Commanders. I mean, you didn't really expect a whole lot different here, did you, in the first half of this game? Washington played fairly well, but they're just totally outclassed. Normally, they're outclassed, of course, but because of all of the players that Washington is playing, they're even outclassed even more. You got guys like Chandler and Harris and Burgess and all those guys are. Let me give you some other names of defenders that are out there that never play. I saw Jabril Cox out there. Abdullah Anderson is playing. So there's some guys out there. Why does Joey Sly have a tackle? Joey Sly has a tackle maybe on the on a punt return. I mean, on a kick return. I don't remember that, but okay. But that's why. So it's kind of what you expect. It's 21-10. What's interesting is you have over there in Philadelphia, it's 24-0 the Giants. Jalen Hurts is not playing the rest of the game. A.J. Brown is hurt. That's a huge deal for us personally. If you haven't heard, we've been talking about it this whole time, is that we're in a survivor pool and we made it. There's 327 entrants. Came down to the final four today. We took New Orleans. It was scary early, but New Orleans won. Another person took Jacksonville. Jacksonville lost. And the last two people took the Philadelphia Eagles. So if they lose, we get the whole pot, which is $3,000. So we're really excited about that. If the Eagles end up losing, it looks like they're going to lose, which is fantastic. And you don't hear Giants fans wanting their team to lose. I guess maybe you do, but they're winning. So good for the Giants over there beating Philadelphia. Let's see. So let's check out some of these questions that you all have. Yeah, I think it is interesting that there's only one more half of football for Ron Rivera as the head coach. Eric Bieniemy, all the coaches are going to go probably tomorrow. They'll probably wait till tomorrow. Josh Harris is not going to do Ron. From our understanding is Josh Harris has built a good rapport with Ron Rivera, so he's not going to do him dirty. He's not going to fire him right after the game on Ron Rivera's birthday, but it is going to happen tomorrow. Make sure you all hit that like button. Let's try to get Terry to 1,000 yards. He is ironically 17 yards short. So it'd be great if they did it in one play and got exactly 17 yards. That would be cool for number 17. As Nathan Floor here says, let's make good adjustments. One more half. Let's see what else we got here. P-Dub, always a big supporter. We appreciate you. Nathan getting back there, making fun of Nathan's bed back there. Asked if that's your fainting bed.
That is, I have.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I have a a really bad back. It's actually the next surgery that I'm going to end up having. And so this is our guest room. It's a hard bed. And so I got to roll this way. This is where I've been having to sleep. And that is the pillows that prop up my legs to try to help with the back issue. It's not successful. I wake up like 3 or 4 times in the night. But this is better for me than our main bed. It's a whole process, but you're not here to hear about the exorbitant health issues that I have.
Jesse's asking, does Terry get a salary bonus at 1K? He does not, but he will become the first Washington player in history to get 1,000 yards in 4 consecutive seasons. Other receivers have done it in 5 seasons total, but nobody has done it 4 consecutive times. So it's just kind of like one of those personal things that he'll go down in the record books forever as being the only guy to go for 1,000 yards for 4 consecutive years. And almost had it his first year. Didn't he have like 900 something yards?
Just off. In fact, he is already one of a few NFL players to have at least 900 yards in their first 5 seasons. So Terry McLaurin, very, very consistent as far as what it is. Jesse
Monk had 5 total, but he never had 4 in a row. Monk and Gary Clark, I believe, both had 5 1,000 seasons.
Yeah, you got to remember back with Art Monk, and they had talented wide receivers across the board. And they also had Rip, and I know that there's a couple of good seasons with the offense, but I mean, you spread the ball around, and you're not going to see somebody with, a 1,400 yard season consistently year in and year out, or even just 1,000 year in and year out. So Terry McLaurin playing with, I think, 10 quarterbacks and 10 quarterbacks in 5 years.
10 quarterbacks, but he's only caught passes from 9. I don't know who that 10th was. And that does not include
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, sure. It's probably Fitzpatrick, right? Yeah. But that also does not include Logan Thomas, who he did catch a pass from on a trick play, but he was not officially a quarterback. But he has caught passes from 10 different players, 9 quarterbacks, although he's played with 10 quarterbacks. It's a whole thing. It just goes to show you that over the course of 5 years, there have been far too many quarterbacks here in Washington. But also crazy when we talk all about that, and that Sam Howell is the first quarterback to start all 16 or 17 games for this franchise since Kirk Cousins did in 2017. It's been 6 years since anybody's done that. He started every game this year. Crazy.
That's not a great stat to have, right? Like, it's just like, that means you've just been searching and searching and searching. T-Dog bringing up something, and I think I might have addressed the Bill Belichick rumor before, and if not, I will now. But saying T-Dog here, it may be crazy, but the idea was floated that they could keep Ron in some capacity and just hire another coach. Have you heard this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Is it true? No.
I don't know, Nathan.
It's not. It is not.
I'm not ruling that out totally. I would not be surprised if he was hired on as some sort of vice president of operations or something. Non-football side.
Non-football. We could not give him a football position.
As an example. No, he's not going to be in a football position. Replacing like a Jason Wright if Jason Wright moves on as president of the football team. I can 100% see that. And I would 100% not have a problem with that either. Just keep him away from making personnel decisions and calling timeouts during the game.
I think he's a fantastic person. I think that he is a good leader, a good mentor. I don't want him touching this football team after these 4 seasons.
Sure.
But Jason Wright away.
Doesn't touch this football team either.
No, he does.
Jason Wright doesn't.
He doesn't have anything to do with the football playing on the field.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But he still deals with the football team.
Right.
He still absolutely is a part of I don't want him part of the franchise, Stoner, period.
Oh,
done.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. John Kime, by the way, squashing the Bill Belichick rumor. Very important when you hear these kind of rumors as far as like outside things. Like, a lot of that stuff isn't, like, a lot of it's just motion right now. It's nothing actually it's a lot of smoke, no fire. Sure. So you just got to kind of weed through it. Trusts the beat reporters who are constantly in touch with the team, especially now, I think with the Harrison ownership group. Dan Snyder definitely liked to go to Schefter and mainly Schefter, but like the national media a little bit more. But the beat reporters usually find out or have some kind of inkling. So when John Keim says, do not believe in the Bill Belichick rumors, don't believe in the Bill Belichick rumors.
I agree with that 100%.
So thankfully, that's not going to be the case. With Ron Rivera, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be something that happens. I guess one of the things that can help kind of urge that rumor there is that Ron Rivera himself says, I saw what the vision was, so I kind of like it, thinking that, that he's going to get somebody who it's not going to be coach centric, even though he was excited to be about coach centric. So we'll talk more about that later. J World here. Yes, absolutely. We do plan on calling games next year. We appreciate the support of you coming out there. Everyone who's watching, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. We love calling games. Now we love being at the games. I've moved to Oklahoma since my retirement. Stoner is up there in just north of Baltimore. So coming down to the game's not terrible, but it's also still kind of a haul for that. So we enjoy calling and we enjoy watching this with our other fellow fans because it's fantastic. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Trev tries to join us when he can, but he's in the service industry, so this is like money time for him. Bio break for the Stoner, and as we talk about that, we'll bring up Yam here. Another stat: Sam Howell needs 98 yards to hit 4,000 in the season. Again, the first time that would happen since Kirk Cousins. He is already one of the top 10 passing yard seasons for the Washington franchise. So Redskins. You got the football team, and you got now Commanders. He's already in the top 10 for that. Of course, it hasn't been all great, as he's also leading in interceptions, the league in interceptions. He has had a downward spiral. I think Sam Howell can be a good quarterback in this league. I would not trust Sam Howell as QB1 going forward. Just a lot of things that go into that. And yes, you can give him an offensive line, and yes, you can give him more talent and a different coach, and maybe you'll see something from that, but it's not, I don't think you're really going to see it here, as we got football going to go underway here for the game, as we'll change over back to that ball off the tee again. Let's see if they're going to have somebody hold it and give it to the ref. Second or third time that's happened. I think it was twice for the Dallas Cowboys, which is why they have to have the player come out. Joey Sly setting this one up to tee off himself. It's going to be out of the end zone, right? I mean, it's not going to be a thing. Tommy, you know my feeling about the name. I don't care. You say the pink shoes. I used to go the pink butterflies, tutus. It doesn't matter. Keep the colors, burgundy and gold. Call them whatever you want. Just start winning football games. Absolutely. Scott is a big fan of the number 2 overall pick. We'll see. Jesse, want to know who we draft at QB, Williams, May, or Penix? If all 3 are available, I'm grabbing Williams. I mean, hands down. I think that's a no-brainer. Stoner's back here as Dak Prescott is under center at the 25-yard line on a 1st and 10. Dallas leading 21-10. Dak Prescott back to throw, launches this one out, gets CeeDee Lamb, who climbs the ladder. Emmanuel Forbes in coverage and not able to get there. We are not in halftime. We're in the third quarter. Change that over, and also got to change over the timeouts.
Full.
All that is done. So we did get, by the way, this is probably one of the few times in a non-primetime game that Washington has gotten the A-listers on the broadcast team. Normally we're on like the 3rd or 4th team. Here we go. Pollard going to get through the arm tackle and push forward for 4, maybe 5 yards there. See what they mark him as. Yeah, not a lot of A-list broadcast teams coming our way. It was 5 yards for Pollard. 2nd and 5. Coming up here. Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb out to the left-hand side for Dak Prescott, who's in shotgun. Pollard to the right. Ball at the 41.5-yard line as Dak Prescott's looking to his left, finds CeeDee Lamb wide open. Khalid Hudson making the tackles. Some zone coverage that time, and CeeDee Lamb is just eating it up.
Gilmore's hurt shoulder.
Oh, that's what they're showing there.
That's why they're showing. Yeah, he's out. I don't think he's returning this game.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have it secure at this point. I wonder at what point do we see the backups come in, especially with the Giants on top of the Eagles.
Yeah,
probably get another score or two and see how that goes here as Khalid Hudson flashing in the center. Get a nice tackle for loss for Washington. Stoner deep in thought there.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Forbes. I don't know what to think of that.
2nd and 12. I will say year 1, that's not a good pick. But year 2 could be different. Dak Prescott looking for the quick screen out there.
Oh, you got to have that tackle. Good tackle.
Cody Barton able to chase it down. Does pick
you didn't
up
get that. You're in trouble.
Yeah, did pick up several yards on it, but it is going to be 3rd down. Yeah, sea of blockers ahead of there. Michael, yeah, I know. I got to make my bed. That's going to be see, the thing is so between the procedure and the back,
Michael.
I spent all day resting in that bed, and then I got up and I'm doing this for you all. And right after this, after the instant reaction, I'm laying back down on the bed. So that's how this has to work for it. I might stand up here in a little bit as the blitz doesn't get there. CeeDee Lamb catches this. St. Juice not locking him up. And CeeDee Lamb getting real excited on the ground there.
Yeah, nice play. Nice all. I mean, that's what a CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott can do to you all day long.
That's true, Gus. If Khalid Hudson gets re-signed, because he is a free agent, validating his play late this season. And we get a handoff to Pollard. Pollard's going to go up the middle. Khalid Hudson again on the tackle. It's going to be a gain of about 6 or so.
They're just not having any trouble moving the ball offensively. Have we had a punt for Dallas? Have we had a punt for either team?
I don't think so. Actually, no, we haven't had a punt for either team. We've had a blocked field goal. And I think turnover on downs is what we've seen.
And and interception both ways, both sides.
Under center here on 2nd and 4, fakes the quick pass, hands it over, and Khalid Hudson flashing again and gets the tackle. I'll bring up 3rd down. Khalid Hudson super excited and yelling over at the sideline for something. Oh, because they're calling him off? We'll see how that goes. Daniel, we're waiting on the back surgery. I just got done with the heart procedure, so it's going to be some time before the back surgery will happen, but hopefully within the next couple months.
All right.
It's a good assumption, Matt. Good assumption. Here we go. From shotgun, Dak Prescott under pressure gets this one away to Ferguson. Was able to get there, and that was St. Juice in coverage again. Man, that's rough. Hey, Jamaican with the update here. Cardinals and Seahawks tied.
Hey, I mean, we're going to lose this game. Can't get higher than 2.
Hey, no. Not yet.
Okay, sorry. If they lose this game, you can't get higher than 2.
Jay, you gotta pause it there. We got 13 seconds on the play clock, 9:44 in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to the left-hand side, open running space, and some bad tackling is going to put Dallas here at 1st and goal as I'm being greeted by one of my dogs who burst through the door. Cody Barton just getting swallowed up. We've seen a lot of this from Cody Barton, and that time was a big whiff of a tackle on the outside. From shotgun, fake handoff. Dak Prescott trying to get CeeDee Lamb, who does catch it, and that time it was good coverage. Kelly getting in there.
No idea who that is. Is that Blue
Not-
Kelly?
Not Malcolm Kelly.
Is it
at
Blue
least.
Kelly? Is that who that is?
Maybe.
Like
Another
Blue-
backup, obviously.
Yeah, Caillou Blue Kelly.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that one. All right, I got both dogs in here now.
All
On
right.
a 2nd and goal here, I will show everybody, hopefully after we get an interception or return, and as they're both all up in my face here. Cook's in motion, the left-hand side. Dak Prescott faking the handoff. Now he's going to go look over to his left, scrambling around to the pocket, trying to direct traffic, gets this one into the middle, and
You
CeeDee
can't
Lamb.
blame you can't blame the DBs on
The
this.
coverage. Yeah, it's too hard to
You
keep
can't
covering.
cover CD Lamb for 10 seconds.
Mm,
And so when you say St. Juice is bad, and he's not great, but St. Juice can't cover CD Lamb one-on-one when Dak Prescott has all the time in the world to get it to him. Nobody can. Nobody can cover any number one receiver when they have all day. What'd you stop for,
man.
Daniel?
Mayo
just
stopped on
stopped.
that. If he just keeps going forward, he can actually do something.
Mhm.
As the extra point is going to be good. And Dallas now up 28-10 here in the 3rd quarter. Not great. And I am going to see if I can't do something about these two pepperonis because they are all up on me. And then see if what I can do to block that door. Yes, you too. I see you. Let's see if I can't get this camera around to the. Come on, over here, guys. There you go.
Hey,
There we go. There's the dogs. There's the dogs. This one's Luna. That one's Shadow. And that is the mess because I got kicked out of my spot. EP took over my spot upstairs. We have another spot in the process of being built, but it's not ready. So I got moved downstairs a little ahead of schedule because I can't make it up the steps right now. So
Quan Martin has been ruled out the rest of the game.
no
Ankle.
ankle.
Yep. Out the rest of the game.
22 more minutes of taking our medicine. I don't know about that. I think we'll probably see the Dallas starters for one more series. If they score, I think that they start pulling. I think they're going to start pulling starters here soon. The game in Philadelphia is just so far out of hands, right?
Is it though? What? I don't know the score.
I'm going to pull up the scores here for the NFL as the Packers are up on the Bears, the Raiders are up on the Broncos, and the Giants are still leading 24-0 and driving in the 3rd
Carson
quarter.
Wentz has 2 touchdown passes today.
Yeah, and the Rams are losing to the 49ers 20-13.
Yep. But he's
Chargers
there.
losing to the Chiefs.
CeeDee Lamb has 12 catches on 12 targets. He's got 134 catches on the year.
We need
134.
better times are ahead.
Yep.
I'm not ready for the offseason. We got 22 minutes of game time. I want to see Washington come back. But yes, the offseason is going to be pretty special for us. Jamaican with the score update on the Giants. We knew Jamaican was going to have it. Jamaican's all over where we're at on the draft status.
I don't know. I think it depends a lot on what Washington does on this drive offensively. Was that the first drive of the second half, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, it's too early. I'm not pulling them. It's
Like
too
I said,
early for that.
One more drive. I'm saying Washington gets their drive and then one more drive because they already took off 8. It's already 8:28 in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Right.
So
with that, Washington, even if they 3 and out and they get the ball back, if they have another 6-7 minute drive that scores a touchdown, they're pulling their starters because at that point you're almost at the 4th quarter.
Sure. But yeah, if they score a touchdown, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. One more series and a touchdown is what is what I expect to happen. High kick going to be returned by Byron Pringle. He forgot you could fair catch as he is going to get to the 25, 26, maybe the 28 if they're generous. So picking up at least a few yards for Washington. They changed the rules this year. You can fair catch if that ball is inside the 20. That is one of those times I think you need to see the fair catch. You're,
I don't know.
I'm a positive Perry. I will probably be trying to figure out math on how we can come back from 28-10 with 5 minutes left. Okay. That's only 18 points. Joe Gibbs was with Dan Snyder a lot.
Well, that's true.
So Micah Parsons switching over to the right-hand side. You're going to see a pitch out to Brian Robinson.
Wait for your
He
blocks,
had a series of blockers, but he chose to go just to the left of them, and he gets eaten up by Clark for, I think, no gain. Hey, not crossed arms. He picks up 1 yard off that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody put Ron came to this team with the number 2 overall pick, and Ron is leaving
with the number 2 overall pick. By the way, Washington losing to Dallas the year before that led to that second pick as well. So in 2019, Brian Robinson up the center, pushing his way forward. Pyle's going to get stopped, and it'll be 3rd and 4, maybe 5, depending on how it comes. Yeah, Doug calling me out. Thanks for that. Yeah, I want all 4th downs to go for you go for it on 4th down, but I'm saying don't return a kickoff.
Tell him, Doug. Right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Very
mathematically, you're more likely to pick up a 4th down than you are to have a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Well, but the kickoff return past the 25, which he did.
Okay.
By the way,
and then if you want to go for his net, he was caught like 7 yards behind the 25. So he's actually not averaging 25 yards on this kickoff return.
I'm just talking about the 25 is where you would get it.
Sam Howell takes too long to find somebody. He's going to pick up a 2nd sack of the day. And
25 is where you get it when you call for a fair catch. So he was net positive because he got out to the 27. Right?
So he goes 20. He gets to the 27. He's got the 25 for not a fair catch.
Yeah. For a fair catch,
yeah,
you get the ball to 25.
Yeah. And then he's run out 2 so far. And one of them, he got to like the 19 or 18 yard line.
Correct. But on this one.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. He got 2 yards. What I'm saying is you take his average, he's behind the 25 yard line.
Sure.
Tressway is going to catch this one cleanly, gets the punt block, and Washington at least jumps back on this. Gore is able to jump back on it, but it'll be great possession as the long snapper and Tressway talking about what happened there. And we'll see. Yeah, that's a misery one. It's a misery drink. So whose guy gets loose? Ooh, right up the middle.
Jalen Harris. Just didn't even bother blocking him. I mean, they just didn't even block him.
Yep. It was a good thing that Gore also got pushed all the way back to Tressway, so he's able to cover that one up. Because otherwise, that's a touchdown for the Cowboys. It instead gets delayed. Ball at the 9 yard line, 1st and goal situation. Dak Prescott under center. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hands off to Pollard. Pollard over the left-hand side. Gets a block. I would love to see the flag, and there's the flag because that is a hold.
That's the first time I heard yeah, here we go. Prescott today. My first one. Oh, dang. Cheater. Ferguson's a cheater.
Ferguson called for the hold there. Hey, we gotta split this up here because we do have a deal going on there, not necessarily a great deal for you, but it's a good deal for us. Final game of the season, touchdowns for Washington. We're drinking, and for every $5 donation, one of us will take a drink. Wide open Ferguson. So he was a cheater this first time, and he gets himself a big catch there, setting up 2nd down and short for the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd and goal.
So that was Chandler who missed the who missed the block and the.
Oh man, he was just wide open in the.
I mean, that's where Washington's weakness is middle linebackers in the middle there.
Is that where the weakness is? Isn't the weakness like everywhere? Dak Prescott's going to get flushed out, almost getting a sack.
Hit him in the head.
Dak Prescott going to run into the camera crew, and we're going to have another flag, and that will bring it back, which is a good thing. I know Cody ain't John anybody. Looked like he tried to get a little sassy there with Dak Prescott. And when you're down 28-10, and yeah, they got a holding call against the center, but you can't jaw at when you're down 18 points and looking like it's going to be even more here in a little bit. Anderson getting good push up in the center. And the
Hoffman's a cheater.
A little ticky-tacky, but we'll take it.
Oh, that was a classic hold.
Anderson did do a good job blowing by the center.
Watch the four defensive linemen go straight up the field.
And here we're going to have the pitch out. Looking to get there. Cody Barton wrapping around. Please don't see the flag. That looked a little high. Good deal. No face mask ball. Setting up 3rd and goal. See where the ball gets spotted here for the Dallas Cowboys. 4:39 and counting in the game. So, like, this is what I'm saying. If they end up scoring, you're not going to see them again. You're up 35-10 with just the 4th quarter to go.
Bet you $1. You will.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how long it takes them to score here. 3rd and goal.
I can see it right now. CD Lamb.
Interception. Come on. Let's go. In shotgun. Dak Prescott at the 6-yard line. And Cody Barton shows a little flash. Not sure who that is. Comes off the line. We are going to see Dak Prescott throw it up in the corner of the end zone, looking for Cooks. That's a touchdown. Great.
Who was on?
Is that a misery shot? You're going to do a misery shot? Who was on him? No one was on him, Stoner.
Well,
there's Luna again. There's Luna looking for her little lovins. Looks like 36. That's Christian Holmes, is it?
No, that's Castro Fields. No, he's hurt.
No, Castro Fields was 26 in her.
Holmes is hurt. Castro Fields is hurt.
Who?
It's 36. I gotta look it up. It's probably not even on the.
Jacoby time is not going to happen today. He's the 3rd string emergency backup.
Oh, that's our guy, Caillou Blue Kelly.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we knew Jalen Hurts was out because of an injury. I did not know Tyrod Taylor was out with an injury, though.
Oh, interesting. I still haven't had my
good update. You have no misery drink. Here's the misery.
Suck it.
Here's to the misery. I'm almost done with this.
Trust me, it's not water.
More misery shots. That's not. Yeah, I hope we don't see any more misery shots. That's rough.
Let's score the game.
I'll take a look. I got to update the scoreboard because they hit that extra point. And so,
or did they? Maybe they missed it.
Here we go. Cowboys definitely up 35-10. Packers up 14-9. Broncos driving, but down 17-7 to the Raiders. Eagles down 24-0.
Yes.
Seahawks and Cardinals are tied. Chiefs over the Chargers. Rams over the down 7 points, but with the ball to the 49ers. Bills and Dolphins later tonight.
No, Brian. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. It's a pleasure. Yeah, we try to stay positive. This is fun.
Gonna have fun.
Yeah, this is is Luna asking, did we draft Caleb yet? Yeah. Luna, big Washington fan. I got to get them some Washington gear. Well, maybe we'll do a picture about it. So EP coming in and trying to collect the dogs for me.
So in that New Orleans game, apparently, what?
The
dog is better than our secondary?
EP comes in. She apologizes for the dogs, and then I just see her bend down and drag one of them. And the dog is literally clawing her way out. Like, please don't take me. I want to watch the Washington game. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
So in that New Orleans game, remember we were talking, this was off air before we started, and we were talking about Williams for New Orleans, who last year in Detroit had 17 touchdowns, and this year had none. Well, apparently New Orleans had the ball and totally should have just taken a knee because they were up 34-17 or whatever. And the coach for New Orleans said take a knee, and all the players said no, and they gave it to him so he could get his one touchdown for the year. And Arthur Smith for the Falcons was really pissed off about that for running up the score.
Whatever. Arthur Smith, you're not even going to be a head coach next year. As Byron Pringle going to take this one out again. He cuts this one up. He is going to make it past the 25.
I think Nathan has to take a drink just for that.
I will.
Because that's he's now over 25-yard average.
2 out of 3. Is that really? Let's look that up.
All right, I'll look it up right now. I got the box score right here. Let's do a little.
Still 17 yards away from 1,000-yard season is Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, got to get him that.
And
29-yard average for Pringle on his returns.
There
29.
You go. Jahan Dotson in motion. Ball is going to be at the 29-yard line here
Terry,
for Sam Howell in the offense. Quick out for
so
Terry.
Long?
Terry
lost a yard.
Terry's going to need more yards now.
That was just one of those plays. I was watching Terry on that play because we all know that they're going to try and get it to him, right? That's just what you do late in these games. You try to get guys' personal records or bonuses or whatever. And Terry went out, turned around real quick, and Sam took forever to throw it to him. By the time he threw it to him, the defense caught up.
Rough. Yeah.
So
I don't see it as Bush League. I get sometimes where that can be called for some stuff like that, but you have the job to stop them. It's fine. Dogs are not labs. Luna is a border collie mix. She might have some lab in her, and then Shadow is a mutt from El Paso. Sam Howell getting this one to Antonio Gibson in space. He's going to get the first. That's a Washington. Da-da-da-da! First down.
First down of the second half.
I don't know where you got to grab that there. We got our drinks. We got our drinks here.
Oh, teddy bear toss today. Have you ever seen the teddy bear toss? First of all, Caps won.
Good.
So,
nice.
That was nice. But also the teddy bear toss in Hershey, the Caps minor league affiliate, is when they score a goal in the first game, everybody throws a teddy bear on the ice. First game of the new year, everybody throws a teddy bear, and the teddy bears go to like this pediatric
nice. I love it.
Place around. And it's a big thing because they get thousands of teddy bears. Yeah. And the game stops for like 30 minutes because all the teddy bears
you got to clean them up. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But that was
second down here. 2-yard gain from Antonio Gibson on the run. 2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting here in the third quarter.
All right.
Terry McLaurin now 19 yards away.
No, he didn't.
Or 20 yards. He didn't lose any
there.
yards. They gave him that. So Logan Thomas in motion. Sam Howell looking to pass. He's going to have to get flushed out of the pocket. Gets this way to Gibson again. Gibson's going to pick up another Washington. Da-da-da-da! First down.
Oh yeah, Lewis is limping. He's going to go down probably.
So Lewis is kind of gimpy, and we'll see if he decides to take a little break there as he gets run over by Antonio Gibson. Look at this. Antonio Gibson fighting for the yards. I know there's a lot of Gibson haters. This guy ain't one of them.
Yeah, well, the bloom is off that rose, Nathan. So
he's gone. I know it.
He gone.
Sam Howell faking it to Gibson. Now he's going to launch
deep.
this up. He's going deep, looking for Terry McLaurin. Oh, it's intercepted.
I mean, just horribly underthrown.
Get her ready, Stoner. Get her ready.
God, dog, man. I know they're trying to force it to him, but how about throwing it out there? I mean, Deron Bland, of all people. Look at how he had to stop.
If that pass is, again, a little bit longer, deep passing is supposed to be is for you. I'm going to show everyone the Ishins Cup, one of the famous old bars, you'll see 1896. They have fantastic fried chicken. So much like Marylanders love their crab, just throw it on the table. That's what they do there at Ishans with chicken. Another interception from Sam Howell.
Lordy. I had way too many of those today.
Yeah, you've had it quite a bit. We've had quite a bit. I'm definitely getting down to the bottom where the alcohol is starting to settle. So I'm a little less on the cherry Pepsi and a little bit more on the vodka.
Comfy. We are so
100%
with you on that. We had such high hopes. At a certain point, I was not a Howell guy at the beginning, and then he just started playing so well, and then my hopes went way up that we finally found our guy. But you know what? We didn't. And if you're picking second, even if you kind of think he's the guy, if you got the second overall pick, it doesn't matter. You're taking a quarterback.
If you have any doubt,
1,000,000,000% taking a quarterback.
Yeah. If you have any doubts that Sam is not the guy, you gotta take a QB.
Yeah.
That
especially when you have the second pick.
Stoner and I went in different directions. So like Stoner started off not a Hal fan and went up, and I started off a Hal fan and I went down.
Yeah.
And so like there was a point where I convinced him Sam Howell was a good QB, and then like 3 games later, he's trying to convince me Sam Howell's a good QB because I was like, Sam Howell is actually not good. I'm starting to get really not good, good feelings about Sam Howell. Funny enough, those feelings started creeping in that 3-game stretch where he was successful, because he was successful in a lot of the box score stats. And, obviously he wasn't, a whole lot successful in winning the game. But he wasn't actually successful like in reality. Well, I guess maybe not reality, but like those advanced stats is where he really started to kind of show like he is too volatile. He's good on third down, but he's not good in first and second down. Yeah. You have the scrambles. Everyone loves the scrambles, but those a lot of times aren't successful plays. And you also can't rely on those to be consistent enough. You want, and this is, I know, a knock on Caleb Williams. You want your QB to be good on schedule. And Sam Howell hasn't been good on schedule for a while, as Tony Pollard's going to get wrapped up after about 4 yards on the 1st and 10 carry for the Dallas Cowboys after the Sam Howell interception. Yeah, so that's when I actually started to kind of sour, but I kind of kept it, try to keep positive as things were going. And then he started really having some struggles against some better defenses. And it was just like, rough. Jamaican. If Caleb Williams is there, you take Caleb Williams. No question. No question.
If he's, yeah. And I will say this after this play from Dak.
Yeah, here we go with the handoff.
I will say
Tony
this.
Pollard getting to 3rd and 2 coming up.
About the Caleb, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, as we head to the 4th quarter here. Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, whatever quarterback du jour that it is. I don't really care which one. Now, I have my opinion that I think Caleb Williams is a can't misser. That's just the way I think about him personally. But if I get a talent evaluator, if Washington hires a talent evaluator and a head coach, and they say Drake May is the guy, then you go with Drake May. And I'm going to be perfectly acceptable of that, because they're the ones that are doing all the evaluating and talking and watching thousands of hours of film and on and on and on. And if they say Drake May's the guy, then okay, I'm behind that. And because you know more than I do. Yeah. But just from what I see week in and week out of watching them play college ball, I think Caleb Williams is a can't misser.
He's a special player. Matthew, this is something I see a lot of people say, try to put it back up there. Caleb's not the guy. He's not a winner. It doesn't matter. All right. Patrick Mahomes was 13 and 19 in his college career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that with all these guys. What did Josh Allen do at Wyoming? They weren't very good. What did Dak Prescott do at Mississippi State? What did Kirk Cousins do at Michigan State? They didn't win anything. it's all about who that quarterback is as a quarterback. And if you want to say Caleb Williams is not a winner because his team's never really won anything, well, we can give you examples of guys who sucked in college in terms of their team winning and were just great quarterbacks.
Yep. So
you never know.
One of the things I think is in favor of Caleb, one, he's an electric player. Okay. He is the QB for Lincoln Riley, and Lincoln Riley's QBs have been you have Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, and now you have Caleb Williams. Say what you will about any one of these. Kyler Murray is electrifying and can be very good. Baker Mayfield has had the best Bucs season since Tom Brady. So he's having a resurgence year. In fact, he was actually good. I bet you Cleveland wishes they had Baker Mayfield this year. Okay. And of course, Jalen Hurts, one of the top players in the NFL. So I trusting Lincoln Riley's ability to pick QBs that are going to be successful. As we're going to go 3rd and 2, Dak Prescott rolling out to the right, finding his guy. That's going to be a first down, as it's Kelly who was in coverage. He was the one who was on coverage on that Cooks touchdown as well. Gus, just a reminder for everyone, Jacoby Brissett's the emergency QB today. So we will not see Jacoby Brissett.
If he plays, the other two cannot play no matter what happens to Jacoby. If
They
Jacoby
cannot come in.
Regardless of whether they're hurt or not, it's an emergency for a reason. They're an emergency guy. One of the best winners in college football, Tim Tebow, was a disaster of an NFL quarterback. So winning, again, we can, for every sort of category that you want to put a player in, like Caleb Williams, he's not a winner. He cries after losses. He's in a system that
this one right here, his teammates hate him. Not true. He brought his offensive line with him to the Heisman thing. He treats them nicely. By the way, character issues. The guy has his own charity to help kids who are bullied. No gain there. It did look like Anderson was slow to get up, but he's back in there at the defensive tackle spot. Dak Prescott under pressure gets this one away, but it's another wide open play. Ferguson just wide open.
And there's somebody number 79 playing for Washington.
Just rough.
I don't even know who that is. They're not on the website, on the Commander's own website. They don't have them. I don't know who 79 is.
This may or may not be true, Matthew. I think we're definitely going to start seeing this a little bit more with NIL, as players who have a following and sponsorships and everything. And I think you're going to start hearing that a lot more, like, oh, they don't care about football because they already have what is he, a Dr. Pepper ad out there. Wait till we see him in the NFL.
Didn't a rumor come out that said that he wanted like ownership stake?
Yeah, Ray in on that one there.
Okay, there you go. But here's the thing, though, is again, these talent evaluators for the team, they look at every bit of film that he's ever thrown in his entire life, probably from the time he was 12 years old. They've seen every single throw. They've talked to every single coach. They go through his pro days. They do his written tests, his go on the board test, and they talk to him. They work him out privately, and they meet with him, and they do psychological evaluations. They talk to all his coaches up and down, from his opposing coaches, his teammates, and they do all of this, and then they decide whether or not they want to take him. So it's like with Sam Howell. When Sam Howell went through all of that, and then they drafted him in the 5th round because they didn't think he could play, and sure enough, they were all right. So whatever you will think of Caleb Williams, they will do all their homework, and if the team decides that he's the guy, then he's the guy.
Yes. Moving along from the Caleb Williams stock, it's hard to stop Stoner after a few Malibu shots. Emmanuel Forbes called for a penalty there as he led with his helmet. The pass was incomplete, and he still decided to go after and led with his helmet. So 15 free yards there on the pass. What's worse about that, Stoner, is Emmanuel Forbes was in coverage and the pass was errant. Okay. It was not on target. It was a terrible throw. Emmanuel Forbes turned his eyes away from the football to make the hit, the helmet contact, even though the ball was going away, instead of looking. And if he actually dives or goes forward because he's a ball hawk, he could have gotten an interception. That would have been a pick six too. But no, instead he goes for the stupid play. Ball's on the ground. Oh, they called the play dead. Dang it.
By the way, Nathan, it's fourth quarter. It's 35-10, and the starters are all in there still. You can't take that stuff for granted, man. This is the NFL.
Yeah. They'll probably
now I could see it happen after this drive.
Sure. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. 11-10 to go in the fourth quarter. Cowboys will clinch the number 2 seed with the victory. So that looks like they will be at home unless they're playing the 49ers. Dak Prescott stays alive. He gets the open man, and Kelly's going to push him out of bounds. But that's going to be another first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Probably take off another 3 minutes here as they show that nobody has repeated in the NFC East since 2005. And that's going to hold true again today as the Dallas Cowboys looking like they're going to win. And the updates on the other scores here is 24-3 still for the Giants as Dak Prescott gets it over to Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks sits down on that one. Cody Barton in coverage and gets the tackle. Yeah, Jesse, this has been all day. I don't know that I've seen great coverage from Washington on, I think, maybe one play, Stoner. I think we said there was great coverage on one, otherwise wide open. They are playing a little bit more zone today, and that's a change from them from early in the season. Jack Del Rio refusing to play zone seemingly and playing a lot of man coverage. Jack Del Rio fired. Ron Rivera takes it over. Another good flash there from Cleek Hudson coming in off the edge and gets the tackle for a loss. Again, talking to the sideline.
I think he's telling him, I should have been playing all year.
Keep playing me. Don't take me out, is what he's saying there as it brings up 3rd down. But so the shift to Ron Rivera was the shift back to seeing some more zone. But when you have zone beaters, it's, it is what it is.
Well, and you have Caillou Blue Kelly playing zone. A little bit different than Kendall
Kelly.
Fuller.
Yeah. Here we go with the blitz. Picked up. Dak Prescott tossing it up there to Cooks.
Oh, how did he?
That's over the head of Cooks there. St. Juice in coverage, and that should bring out the field goal unit as 4th and 7. Let's get another blocked field goal. Let's go.
31 of 36 is Dak Prescott. 31 of 36.
Come on. Yeah, Tommy, this is true. There's a lot of tankers who are super excited. I could never. Let's see here. 36-yard attempt coming here. He has one blocked field goal already. This one is up. And
I missed it. Yeah.
Off the crossbar. We'll take it, whatever. I will cheer that. That is cheer worthy.
Yes, it is. Give me some.
That is cheer worthy. Absolutely. A fun play. Doink. Doink.
Yeah.
I will take. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
The doink. All right, so here we go. All right, here's the doink.
Oh my God.
All right. There is how much time left here for Washington?
10, 11 minutes, somewhere around there.
There's less than 10 minutes, and they are down 25 points. Can they do it? Can they at least make it? Can they get to 20 points?
No.
Can they get to 20 points? Nick
No.
say this is so sad. Yeah, it is. We got to take our victories where it is. Luis with us here. That's great. That's great. That's so.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah, don't worry. Dallas is going to get their comeuppance. They're going to get their comeuppance. Probably not the first round though. There's not the wild cards that the non-division leaders, even some of the division leaders, not that great. But they'll get their come up.
Hey, guess how many tackles Fedarian Mathis has?
0.
I mean, not in this game. I meant in his
The
career.
entire career. Oh gosh. Certainly less than his number. I'm gonna guess less than. We'll go. Curtis Samuel's 4. We'll go with Curtis Samuel. 4 tackles.
Here's Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson 8. I
8
just had to go a
tackles.
little higher. Yes, we
In-
had guesses of 2. We had guesses of 5. It was 8.
He has 8 tackles in his career, and we spent a second-round pick on that dude. And even Fedarian Mathis was surprised when he got picked by the Commanders at 2. He wasn't ready. He's like, I'm not a second-round pick, so I'm not ready. And all of a sudden the phone rings, and it's the Commander saying, we're going to take you. And he's like, oh. And he already had 2 Pro Bowl defensive tackles. That was the dumbest pick, I think.
That's not necessarily true, Jesse. Again, DeMarco Ryan, CJ Stroud, first year, got back into the playoffs. Maybe not a good or great year. It was 9-8. We're going to see the missed field goal here. See what happens as. Oh no, this is the block.
Oh, that's the block.
And here we go. Yeah, Aubrey was fantastic up to this point and blocked, kicking a doink. A
Oh,
doink.
he sucks. So he's 30.
There's McCarthy. What am I supposed to do?
No, don't give him the S in front of that. It's what am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
What am I
Sam Howell
supposed to
in
do?
shotgun. Quick pass out to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's going to
They're
pick up
trying.
at least a couple yards. There we go.
Trying.
All right. Feed Terry.
Feed Terry. Oh, I thought we were doing a chant.
No, it started.
All
It started
right,
that
he's
way,
at
but-
41, so he needs 13 yards.
Come on. 13 yards for Terry
Feed him.
McLaurin. All right. Big
Yeah.
time pass. Let's get it. Let's get a big pass to Terry McLaurin. Get it in fashion. 50-yard touchdown. 2nd and 6 coming up here for Sam Howell. Ball at the 30-yard line. Bates in motion to be a tight end. Antonio Gibson's going to get the ball, carry it over to the right-hand side. Antonio Gibson
Right.
dives forward. That should be a first down. Let's see where they mark him. Yep, they're calling up.
Yep,
That's
there
a
you go.
Washington. Da-da-da-da. First down.
First down.
Let's
All right.
go.
Yeah, I think Dak might be done now. There's
Yeah.
no reason to bring them in now.
Nope. 35-10, less than 8 minutes to go here. 1st and 10 for Washington, at least trying to get some of this garbage time, stats here. Get Terry McLaurin his yards. Sam Howell, get him some confidence going into the offseason. He is going to be under center. And it's going to be a fake handoff, and then tackle, sacked in the background. Cornelius Lucas getting beat by Armstrong. Woof.
I mean, it's going to be hard to get him them 13 yards when they can't protect him long enough.
Fake over to Antonio Gibson, fake to Curtis Samuel, and you just need to be able to hold your block better to just be able to get that ball away. I'm not sure anyone was. I would love to see that on the all 22. I want to see where the receivers are to see if anyone was even going to be open when he actually turned around. 2nd and 17 though coming. It's under center and a trip up. Oh goodness.
That is the season in a nutshell.
That
Give it to him,
misery
Pookie.
enough.
Who
That
stepped
misery
down?
enough.
It was Charles. Sadiq Charles stepped on him.
Good job at least holding onto the ball, Sam Howell.
He wanted
job.
to give it to
He
Rob.
did. He was trying to give it to Robinson, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna."
That's what I mean. That's like, it's like, oh, maybe I should. Maybe we'll give it a try.
Third and 21 coming up.
Just
here.
throw a bubble screen to Terry. Period.
this
That's the
could
play.
be Yeah, this could be their last drive right here.
Could be. Bubble screen to Terry, period. Done. End of story. Don't try anything different.
3rd and 21. It's fourth down
Terry.
territory.
Oh,
and
yes,
it's a sack. I'm going to guess they punt it. I mean, you're not going for it on 4th and 30. What is this going to be? 4th and Jay Cooper with a late dollar. Cooper Rush throws a touchdown. Yeah, Tressway out there to punt. By the way, his previous punt was blocked. Marshall, because Cole Turner isn't good. That's the easy answer.
Hey, Chandler, block a dude. He comes up the middle.
And the punt does get away. Tressway still standing afterwards. A booming punt all the way to the 30. This is going to try to be returned, and the coverage unit. There we go.
That's the Addington. That's the new
that was the
snapper.
long snapper getting in there, and then again a little taunt. I'm all for being happy, even for the little things when you're down like that. But when you're down like that, you don't get in your opponent's face because you don't have any legs to stand on. Be happy for what you did. Cheer with your teammates, but don't turn to the guy you tackled and be like, "Yeah, I got you." You just look at the scoreboard. Look at this. This is come on. But yes,
Nathan.
Brian, that was an excellent tackle from the long snapper. Yeah,
It's 24-10, by the way.
Yeah, 4 down
Giants and
territory. Yeah, it's 4 down territory when it's manageable. Like, unfortunately, it was not manageable by that time.
Arizona, Denver, Atlanta, New England, who I think are going to combine to win like 20 games.
Actually, I'm going to pull this up here on Tankathon. So, this is what's sad. All right,
Arizona's winning, by the way.
New England currently the number 2 pick according to this. Washington, of course, we're 3. Arizona 4. We beat Atlanta, who sits at 8, and Denver, who sits at 14. We did unless Denver wins today, Washington will not have beat a team with a winning record, and 3 out of the 4 teams are picking in the top 10. Not pretty good. Interesting to see Washington moving back to the 3rd spot there off of strength of schedule.
No, because they've got New England with the loss already.
That's what it is.
So their winning percentage is worse because they've already.
Yeah, I do see that 4 and 13 rather than 4 and 12 because you want the lower number on strength of schedule. You want the easier schedule because it means you stunk it up on an easy schedule.
An easier schedule, right?
Yeah, so they have a 513 strength of schedule compared to a 523 for New England. So as soon as this game is over, Washington will be in that 2nd overall pick. We've got plenty of time to talk about the draft. We don't need to do it now. But, I mean, there's not much to talk about as the Dallas Cowboys are up 35-10 with less than, what are we at now, 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Rough. Yeah.
Might not get the ball back.
The Terry McLaurin watch is at, what are we at now? 13 yards. He needs 13
There's your guy,
Justin.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is in for the Dallas Cowboys.
Just got to get the ball back, man.
Yep. One more drive. That's what you're looking for. Good tackle there. All right.
By I don't know who.
If they can get them to punt. Yeah. One more.
Yeah.
One more drive. That's what you need.
Yep. And just throw a bubble screen right. And if you don't get it, throw a bubble screen left.
Or slants. Why aren't we seeing slants?
Slant. Go over and tell who's ever on the other side. Say, hey, just let him have one.
The mesh routes, anything. Find the guy open. Hey, Luis, I just want him to get 1,000 yards. The whole season has been kind of garbage. But here we go with another run. This one stopped. All right. 4:25 It's going to be 3rd and short. Get the stop. That's all I want. Make them punt. Let's see a punt. Yeah, Rick, this is what I don't understand. Why no slants? Why no slants? I don't know if Ron Rivera is. I hope at least Sam Howell and Terry McLaurin are.
What?
That's it about whether or not Terry is that close. P&W 1,000 yards or bust. Let's get the 1K.
That's all we want. 1K. Oh, he is throwing it. Oh,
he is throwing it. Almost. Khaleke Hudson was almost there, but Tolbert brings that one down. And that'll be a first down by Dallas. And this is now in the territory. Even if you get Dallas to punt at this point, you probably get the ball back less than 2-minute warning. When it depends on when he's taking the timeouts. And so it's 3:22. Washington with all their timeouts. He's not taking them. Which now is the time you take them, right?
I don't know if they're bold enough to do that, but
they don't want the ball back. They don't want the ball back at this point. As Cooper Rush slings this one over, wide open player is going to keep. Oh, hurdles. Who the flip did he hurdle over? That's got to be embarrassing. That has got to be. That's a backup. That's like your 3rd or 4th tight end here who just hurdles over
Forbes again.
Manuel Forbes. My flipping goodness. He just got posterized by the 3rd or 4th tight end. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All of Dallas is happy for that. That's oh my goodness. That's like giving the senior who never plays the touchdown in the senior game because you know that they'll never ever do anything else. My goodness.
Will Ron call timeouts?
No.
To try to get Terry his 13 yards.
We are mere hours away from the end of the Rivera era. Jacoby, I kind of agree with this. He's like, this is not play to the whistle type stuff. But Ron's never been good with clock management. So it's rough. The Gus, I really hope this isn't what's going to happen. That would be, I'll be livid if Washington gets the ball back and doesn't at least try to do something.
Right. First, they got to get the ball back. First,
they
got all the timeouts.
It's 2-minute warning right now. Yeah, 1-2. No one's making it out past Monday.
Yeah, but they're not doing it today.
No, they're not doing it today. No.
It's going to be on Black Monday with all the others. So, in order to get the ball back, they're going to have to call timeouts. Will they do that? Because there's 2 minutes. It's 2nd down. So, if they just run the ball, they can almost run out the clock. And by the time they get it back, there's only going to be like 20 seconds left. And yes, they are 1,000,000,000% aware that Terry needs 13 yards.
Now,
these guys all know this.
Yes, just because they're aware of it doesn't mean they're going to try to get him his 13 yards either. Yeah. Rough. Tommy, I wouldn't say this. I do think this is accurate, Tommy, that Caleb Williams will go 1 overall. But to say we don't have a chance is not necessarily true, as Washington could potentially trade up for that pick. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. But, man, if I can find a picture, that's the picture of Emmanuel Forbes getting hurdled.
Yeah.
Is going to be our instant reaction.
I think it should be Ron. I think it just should be arms folded Ron.
I don't know if we have an arms folded Ron from this today. I want something from today. I want something from today. I haven't had any reason to drink for at least 3 minutes now. of game time for clarification here. Man,
Some people are saying Ron doesn't even know how many timeouts he has.
might not. 2nd and 10. It's in Washington territory.
Come
So
on,
they're gonna milk this and get a at least a field goal. Just unless
but
Doinky
they can run
doinks
off
of
a
this.
minute 20.
Oh yeah, they're easily gonna. This is a pass caught, and what are we doing?
They're trying to see if he'll be careless and kind of stand up loose with the ball, and then you knock it out.
Carson Wentz with the diving touchdown run.
Carson Wentz with 3 TDs.
2-point conversion attempt is caught. They've got the lead. The Rams got the lead over the 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers.
49ers care, yeah.
They're not using the timeouts.
3rd and 9 here, and they're bleeding out the clock. There's no
run it all the way down to 20 seconds, basically.
Oh yeah, they're Washington likely not to have another offensive play that matters in this game, as Cooper Rush is going to attempt to pass it, launches it up, not really looking for anybody. That stopped the clock.
That helps.
All right, we'll take it. 4th and 9. Get the field goal unit out there. Let's get the double doink. Let's get the double doink. Let's go. Yep. Luis, we get one more drive. Dollar.
All right.
It's a draw play on the first.
I'll take that down. It's going to be a pass.
It's a delayed handoff. 100%.
No. Oh, no way.
Delayed handoff.
Not.
All right. Dollar. Let's hear what you think that first Washington play is going to be. A 50-yard attempt is good for the Dallas Cowboys. So he's proven that he can make it. 38-10 now as we go in there. All timeouts available with 1:06 left to go. Joseph, if he kneels it, I swear to goodness, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. If he kneels it. Why not? I guess you're afraid of injury. Throw in Jake Fromm. Throw in all the benched players who never get a chance. Give them a chance to score in 1 minute. See if you can't. Why doesn't EB want to show off this offense? Goodness gracious. Commander Lorian, you're right. Terry's had he would be at 1,000 right now if he didn't have those 2 key drops. I think it was in the Philly game. Yeah, but at this point, he's 13 yards away. Okay, he's 13. Just Terry Dollar Tommy's with the Terry gets in the first. C notes Sam getting sacked is the first. That's probably not far off.
It's 100%. It's a pass.
Grumpy old Vets pick 6. He's going to throw it to Crowder. I might also lose it. He's trying to protect Sam. Yeah, Marshall 7. I will say this: look at how many people have. Is that a Giants clap? Look how many wide receivers have 1,000 yards. It's still something. Believe it or not,
it's not to get to 1,000 yards. It's to have him be the first player in the team's history to get there 4 straight years. That's all. It doesn't mean anything other than you get into the history books. That's all. It means nothing to this season, but it's just something that's kind of cool for a guy. By the way, let's not forget who this is. We're not talking about some guy that's going to be gone next year who you don't really like. This is the most respected favorite player that the Commanders have had in 10, 15 years or so. It's not just a guy. It's Terry McLaurin, who won the Good Guy Award from the media for the 4th straight year.
4th year in a row.
Who's been the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. This is special for him.
1,000
average
less than 30 players, total players, have 1,000 yards this season. So it's not average. You get 1,000, and I mean, you're talking all the NFL players, even starters. You got wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. You got tight end 1. Less than 30 of them have 1,000 yards. Stop thinking it's average. Is it super special? No, but it is better than you're giving it credit for.
Well said.
And we're not going to return this one. Yay! Minute 6. If this is a delayed handoff or a draw, I don't care that I won the $1. I'm going to lose it.
Right.
I'm going to lose it if they kneel it. We're seeing some early calls in there, so I'm hoping that's some good news for us. I will take it. I will lose the $1. I don't care. Terry McLaurin.
If McLaurin's out there, if they
He's
weren't
out.
going to throw to him, he wouldn't be out there.
Empty backfield.
Yeah.
Sam Howell getting.
Yeah, I told you, bubble screen.
He
Go,
has
Terry.
the blockers.
Go,
He's going to
Terry.
get a
Go,
first
Terry.
down.
Go,
He's got
Terry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take that.
Terry McLaurin is
Yes,
going to get
sir.
his. He's happy. He knows exactly what that means. That was a Washington. Da-da-da-da.
First down.
Terry
That's all we
McLaurin,
want.
4th straight season with 1,000 receiving yards, longest streak in team history. He's got 1,002. Pull him. Don't throw it to him again unless it's deep.
They're just going to take a delay a game here.
That they're all cheering on.
That's a shot.
Here we go. Yeah, that's a good one. That is, I might even barrel down the rest of this because I don't have anything left.
Nice job. I love it. It's
Change
just,
your mind
it's just
as soon as
good
it
for
touches.
him.
Yeah,
And you see
Washington.
how much those guys like him and appreciate him, and he's not over the top with it. He's just
smiling. He's happy. He knows what that meant. Guess best. Saddest victory ever.
you're right.
Hey, it is a victory. I fully believe life lesson. You celebrate the little things.
That's right.
If you get worked up on everything and you stop and you don't celebrate the little things, it's a sad, miserable life. So celebrate the little things. This is a 4-win season. You got to take the victories where you can. It might not be a great victory. It might not in the grand scheme of things, but it is special for Terry McLaurin, and I love it. Here's your delayed handoff, and that is Gore running out the clock here.
There you go. Season's over.
Season is over. The Ron Rivera era should be coming to a close as Washington finishes the season at 4-13 in the 17-game season, falling 38-10 at home or falling 38-10 in North Dallas as the Dallas fans have the stadium in full control at this point. And we might have seen the last of Sam Howell as a starter. We might have seen the last of Ron Rivera in Washington as far as dealing with anything on the field. We don't know where Eric Bieniemy is going to go. But we do know Terry McLaurin got his 1,000 yards, and we're proud of him. And thank you for everyone joining us and everybody in the super chat who definitely tried to make us very, very intoxicated today. We had Tommy T. Let's see. We'll go all the way from the start here. Angela, C Notes, Liliana, P&W, VU Cat, Tommy T, JoJo, Matt, Jesse, and Angela again. Here at the end of the show, we will toast to this. Thank you again, Angela, and to all of those here who watch us on Ref the District. We appreciate it. Yeah, season may be over for the Commanders. It's far from over from us here on Ref the District. We'll bring you our instant reaction here in just a little bit, and we do have content coming all throughout the off season. We appreciate everything you do. We're presented by Bet Online, and until next time, he didn't have anything ready. Be a fan.